All right. Oh God. Why are we here? Give me a sec. Okay, let's try that again. Hi, alright, we only hear one of me now this time. Alright, hello! Everybody, hello, my spellslingers, my humdingers, my wonderful, wonderful people. Sorry, y'all saw what was the result of me attempting to try and merge both my Discord and audio input. Well, also, and that's why y'all got that feedback, because I utterly failed in doing that, but clearly succeeded in messing everything up. Anyways, hi everybody, hi, hello. In case y'all hadn't noticed, we are currently merged with the amazing Sanuthu streams, and not Milia, because apparently Milia doesn't have the supported version, but we are multi-streaming today. Yes, and today is the day for our first session 0 in Zelda Buying Time, our Ocarina of Time tabletop inspired game. This is the this is the day that the party meets for the first time officially. Last time was just us goofing around and trying to learn the system. Anyways, hello! So you got that first, and you say, I was sent from Disney. Okay, thank you, but can you, like... OBS is being weird and has decided to do that. Anyways, I was in fact waiting in the offline chat. Landino, who said co-streaming was done. We're actually triple streaming, but unfortunately our chat is only merged with Sunny. It's not currently merged with Milia, because Milia is not using the right browser. Music is a little loud. Okay, I can turn that down. How is that? Is that better? And Spell's doing laundry with my kid. Got you in the background. Oh, thanks for having me in the background. I super duper appreciate it. And it's better. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. Anyways, welcome all. Welcome. I've been very excited for today because I've been telling y'all about this. But like I said, we've got what do we have? I forget. I forget where I was going because I got so excited and then I got so distracted and then I got so excited again that I'm just all over the place. Anyways, like I said, today is the session 0 of, and how we're defining session 0 in this version, because a lot of people have different definitions of session 0. And for us, this is not necessarily the start of the adventure, but it's the start of how all of the characters meet. So it's going to be everyone coming together, learning each other's backstories to however extent. But basically it's, I guess it's the prologue. We're not going to really be doing anything plotty, but we've been told it's going to be very, we've been told by our DM, the wonderful Milia Loft, that it's it's going to be very, very plot heavy. So not plot heavy, very role play heavy. But we are still all getting used to this game though. It is the Zelda Reclaim the Wild tabletop, so it's not D&D, it's just, you know, like D&D. So a lot of the rules are different, a lot of the mechanics are different, but okay, maybe a little lower. All right, I can do this. It's very hard to control its, okay, how's that? I brought it down a little bit lower. How is that? Thank you for letting me know, by the way. I always appreciate it when y'all are like, hey, Spells, this isn't working. There we go. Sorry, it's just overpowered you. Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. Sorry it was overpowering. I guess this guy's, it's a little hard to do because the equalizer in iTunes is not very good. And so it doesn't so when it switches from one song to another, some of the songs are really loud, some of the songs are very soft, and it kind of goes up and down and up and down. So it's very hard to do that. But all right, I've got it down as low as I can, and hopefully that'll make things a little bit better. But yes, so today's also going to run a little bit differently in that I'm not going to be talking to y'all as much. I'm definitely still reading the chat. I'm definitely still seeing it, but there's going to be a big focus on talking to talking to the party members. If I address y'all directly, it will most likely be in the chat itself. So it's not as conversational as it normally will be. And I'm also trying to keep an eye on the others. So it looks like Milia is done with her talky bitsies. But I give y'all the question of the day starting right away, and here is the collab links to everyone that we are hanging out with today. The question of the day today is, what would you rather be, a Zora, Rito, Goron, or Gerudo? And my answer is a Rito, because I want to be a flyboy. But yes, I hope that y'all really do enjoy today. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And then next week, we're also going to be streaming on Sunday with Milia Loft again, doing a ignoble award reaction. Otherwise, I don't know what else I want to say before I jump back into the Discord. So got you. Yeah. But I hope y'all really do enjoy this exciting trip. Oh, in addition to Milia and Sanothu, because I've only introduced two of us, our friends, Echo and Owl, will also be joining us today as the rest of our party member filling out our cast. But Sanothu, Sunny, and Milia are the only two streamers within the group, aside from myself. So that's the other reason why I'm not giving the other two so much of a shout out, is they're the friends. They're the coolest friends too, because they know we're live and they are super okay with that. So like, give big props to the wonderful, fantastic Echoes and Owl, because they definitely deserve it for volunteering for the shenanigans that are happening. Also, one last thing, Milia Loft on her YouTube channel will actually have, even though I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, Milia will be uploading an edited and trickified version of today's session on her channel. So, I forget where the link to that is. I'll go find it at some point. I think it's linked in the session -1, but yeah, I'll find that at some point, or I'll have Milia shout it out. Anyways, I will go join the Discord. Like I said, it looks like Sunny's still doing her intro, but we can at least join Milia and hang out with Milia, Echo, and Owl until we're all ready to get started. So let's go join the crew, shall we? Hello! Oh! Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. I also like how we jumped in. Oh, I also like how we jumped in at the same time too, because it was like you and me. Just. I. Yeah.
I almost think it was planned.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my god, you are so.
Wait.
Anyway, I was having Echo and Owl introduce themselves for my chat since I didn't stream last time.
Okay.
So if I could just get Owl to get their introduction out of the way, and then we can conglomerate, I suppose. I don't know.
Joey says hi, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
a good introduction for everyone.
Wait, Joey, were you not talking to me?
Oh.
I know he's talking to my chat, and I can see your chat spells, but I don't know if you can see my chat.
I can clearly see your chat, because Joey was saying the music is too loud, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll turn it down. How's that?
No, he was talking to me.
So my music might have been fine.
The struggles of streaming.
Yes. All right. So sorry I interrupted Elle, but I was just like, wait.
Same.
No.
You want me to read it?
It's a little chaotic. Do we want to redo Echo for anybody who wasn't here? For us two randos.
If you would like to, I would not say no, just so that my chat also has everything.
Sure. I do not mind at all. My name is Echo. I am playing a Deku Scrub whose name has not been chosen. At least not the, and then my first actual full Zelda game was Link Between Worlds.
Mm.
The first one I played was about an hour of not Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword at a friend's house. But yeah, it's alright.
Oh, so you went from the game where Link can jump to the game where Link jumps into the wall.
Yeah, pretty much. There's about a 4 or 5 year difference between the two, but yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So hello everyone. My name is Owl. I use she, her. I'll be playing Dorn. Also she, her. Kind of an older, seasoned Hylian knight veteran. With maybe a secret or two. We'll find out. And my first Zelda game was Wind Waker. Still one of my favorites to this day.
Yo, W.
Double W for Wind Waker.
Let's go. Sonny knows this about me, but Wind Waker is actually my favorite game of all time. So, but you
One of these days, I'm gonna stream Wind Waker. So
Yeah, didn't it just come out for this on the Switch? Like the
it'll come out with the Switch 2 with the GameCube emulator, which you can only access if you get the expansion pack online. I mean, 8 spells if you want. I've got a couple open expansion pack slots still.
I think I have it, but I want to play the HD remake version because I've heard there's some really good.
Have a Wii U and the HD remake, which I've played a little bit of it back in I think it was August, and it's good. It is. I mean, mechanically the game hasn't changed. It was mechanically good from release. They just kind of touched up the graphics a bit, and that was it.
Well,
and it really didn't even need it. In my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I heard that they added a couple of other things that made some annoying things in the original game a little bit easier.
That is true. I think they tightened up the Triforce fetch quests, and they also added a sale, like the fast sale, which you can get. I just don't know how to get it.
Yeah, I have a Wii U. The issue is that I don't have the game because I looked at that and went, yeah, I still don't like Wind Waker. Did not get it. I was like, I still have beef with it. And now it's like super expensive.
When Wind Waker came out, I got it back. My grandma got it for me as, I want to say, like a Christmas present. Way back in the day. Way back when it first came out. And I ignored that game for so long because I was like, ew, I don't like this.
Yeah.
It feels painful to say that a game that I grew up with is way back in the day. Now it's a 21-year-old, 22-year-old game now. Ouch.
I grew up with Ocarina of Time. Hush your little baby face.
I mean, I did too.
I understand that I'm the youngest person in this call, but please understand, I had this similar conversation the other day with other people who said that their first console was the DS Lite.
I worked with children for a long time where they got hand-me-downs of their 3DS from their brother. And I just remember, I was like 18 at the time, and I just remember going, I remember when that came out. I remember when the DS
console, came out. I'd have to say my first console that I can remember, and this is just because my parents had one at the time, was a Sega Genesis. And I loved that Sega. But still my favorite thing has to be the Nintendo 64 because I got Pokemon Snap as a Valentine's Day present because that was something my parents always did, and that was they would go through and get me like a stuffed animal for Valentine's Day or for Easter, and I would wake up to it, and I miss that. I miss that so much.
Right.
I hate being an adult.
I mean, fair.
It'd be really fun going through this mod later and like chopping off the first half, being like, we talked too long. I don't say this is a bad thing. I'm just having fun making a joke.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. We have too much fun. We get along too well. Like it's like hurry up. We need that meme, right? Where it's just like get on with it.
we could talk for like another 3 minutes, and then I'll like hard cut it off.
Right.
You got it, boss.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I'm also so sorry, Spells, that there was all that confusion about the music.
I know. The thing is, it was perfectly timed too, because I was looking at that, I'd see the message being like, "Oh, your music too loud," and then I'd like turn it down and be like, "How's that? How is that?" And then I get the, "It's okay," and then I see that, "Oh no, wait a minute, it's still a little bit too loud." And I turn it down. It's like, "How's that?" And they're like, "Good." It was perfectly timed.
Oh god, I love it.
So I turned my music back
I've just
up.
got a Zelda lo-fi up.
Yeah, I've got Zelda Lo-Fi up. I've got like 5 different playlists just for this. I've got Zelda Soothing, Zelda Town, Zelda Fight, Zelda Epic, and Zelda Dungeon. And a lot of those are a lot of those are very short playlists, including this one.
What?
So if y'all have like lo-fi songs to add, like let me know. Like suggestions.
I have no music on because for VOD purposes, I don't want any of it getting muted.
Fair. Yeah, these are
Real
all
quick,
Very valid.
if you could all just actually let me. I probably need to
I
assign.
have so many things open.
Um,
I'm triple monitoring for this whole thing. I've got my laptop open, which is solely dedicated to my character sheet. I've got like.
I have a I can speak words.
No, it's not allowed.
Why is Ruin not a character I can assign to a token?
Trying a new book.
Why do I keep giving all the trouble? What is this?
I don't
This is
know.
homophobic.
Curse.
Okay.
This is homophobic.
Let's see.
Sometimes it's just
You can.
Trying to keep all of my D&D stuff into one area because this is a mess. Oh my god. I have
For the
3
people who
different
have,
windows open.
for people who have assigned tokens on Roll20, if you could just try moving those tokens around for me real quick, so we don't have to like mid combat make sure we can do this. Okay,
All
so
right.
I can see that teal and blue is good. You guys actually have to like place them down. If you're like currently running them around, you have to like place them down to show that you've moved them.
Yeah.
I don't have access to mine at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I don't
Why
know.
is that's not good.
Oh,
I can
my
make the
God.
little blue square go across the screen, and that is it.
Yes.
Wait, you say it again?
Not the
That's the
little
same for
blue.
me.
You know how where you can click and drag, and you can like do the selection box on like
Did
Windows
open
home
out?
screen and stuff. It's just a window. It's just a selection box. That's all.
Okay.
Are you on the right tool?
I was
Yeah.
on select,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I still am.
I'm also experiencing the same issue.
Okay,
I
that's
can move my
interesting.
characters around, but apparently I'm the
Alright,
only
so-
one that has.
Let's see. Delete.
I double checked as well to try and find that D4 that's missing, hoping maybe it just fell out of my dice bag where I have my dice. I don't see it.
All right, Deck. Echo, try moving your token again.
Nothing is happening.
Why is it
Select
doing this to me?
Yeah, no, I can pan across the screen. I can't do much else.
Are you
Determined
sure
by
you're on the
care.
right tool? Because if you're on the hand to that tool that's panned, you want the one that looks like.
No, I
We're
was
just
on
doing
the
this
right
alley
tool.
place.
Cool.
Yeah, I can
Trust
draw.
me, I use this all
was
the
on the
time.
select. I was on the pan, but I was on the select first and foremost. And it's
I'm glad I did this before we got into any form of movement or combat, because this would have been annoying to do mid session. So
Yes.
it's interesting because I'm hitting like the little gear, and I represents character. I'm choosing. Determining character settings.
You can't erase what you draw.
Yeah, I noticed.
DM can.
Way too
I'll undo it.
Please and thank you.
But it's just weird that it's doing this. Okay.
You can't give a bunch of random nerds and artists the ability to doodle and then not erase what they do.
Yeah.
I'm on the tokens there.
I think I'm not just a tad further north. That would be really bad.
Just go click on the gear icon and then just controlled by the little drop down menu about halfway down on the left side.
Button. Okay, cool.
Controlled by determined in character settings. I can't click it.
Wait, you found the delete?
Okay, then maybe we're not right.
Is it because
I might be just my internet because of the storms. People are chopping out a little bit.
Hold on.
I'm hearing everybody okay, but
why is this one
Okay,
semi-transparent?
That's probably my internet.
sorry.
Stay safe.
Let us know if you drop completely.
Oh yeah, no, I will keep y'all updated in the Discord. Don't you worry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to be out of the state. I want out of Tornado Alley.
Yeah, no, especially with what's going on.
That's fair.
So you have your choices of
Like I'm
Alley, Hurricane Alley, Tornado
I'm
Alley,
Pennsylvania.
Earthquake Alley, and then Snowstorm Alley.
I've
why
been
does it-
snowstorms.
Why
I'm
did I
from
say
the north.
Snowthu isn't here? Sunny, did you leave our merged chats?
Did I?
It said that you weren't there.
I minimized. I didn't leave it. What the? I'm good. I swear to fuck, I'm gonna fight something. I'm sorry. Pardon my language.
Should I press the
Oh, here
knock
we go.
button? Because I can knock on you.
Okay.
I
Go
knock?
ahead, knock.
For
Knock,
I'll try moving Dorn.
Yeah, we got it
Yes,
now. We got it
let's
now.
go. All right, I figured it out. It's gonna take me a couple
So
seconds
I
to get the rest of them. I will
I
set
can't minimize
something.
this.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I can't minimize it. Are you kidding me? I have to have 3 things open. Ooh, Twitch, this is bullshit.
Ooh, yeah. No, I don't
Twitch,
like
this
that.
is bullshit. Because I only have 1 monitor. This is a pain in the ass to navigate.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
No, you're okay.
But
Yeah, scuff stream is
Oh,
scuff.
God.
Yeah.
I see some ominous things in the darkness.
oh yeah, I kind of.
I'll just go back into I don't see them.
What
Ignore
is
the things behind the curtain.
Yeah, no, it's just like, what is this? Is this?
I
yeah,
see
no,
nothing.
I found
Alright,
nothing.
Echo, try
Zoom back
moving
in.
your
I'm
character.
just gonna zoom back in.
Oh, I can move. Okay, we're good.
All right, I got three players down.
It's just me.
I'm working on it.
Oh, it's just Sunny.
I'm working on it. Help is on the way, dear. Help is on the way. This is Doubtfire.
Oh.
Now it's just the troublemaker, because I swear to God, that's all I do for people if I'm in trouble.
I got this. Don't even worry about it. We're practically done. It's gonna take me 2 seconds.
Alright, I see you in my chat.
Yeah, I don't see you in mine though. That's the
You're
thing.
talking.
We should be seeing each other, right?
Oh. Looks like you typed in my chat. I'm not typing in my chat at the moment.
Yeah, no, but I don't see.
My chat is just very quiet.
Yeah, no. That's the thing though, is we're supposed to see each other's chat, and I don't see what I said in my chat.
Sunny, try moving your token
God
for me,
damn it.
please, and thank you.
Sure thing. I am gonna.
Yes. All right. I got you all moving.
Yes.
You're good.
Yes.
So, I think that's a good enough starting point. Unless somebody has objections, this is your last moment to say, "Hey, let me go pee" or something.
Oh, I think I'm good.
I figured it out. I had to press the shared chat button.
And then,
Let me run to the bathroom.
All right. Technology giveth, technology taketh away. Yes, it does. It really does. Yeah, go right to the bathroom, and then.
I just need to grab a thing.
I have been.
So if one of the streamers leaves, does that mean that the other two can go all bedlam? Because like you're supposed to go bedlam when a streamer leaves, right? And have like be like, oh look, the streamer's not here, nobody to pay attention, right?
I don't think I understand.
No, it's sort of like chaos. Yes, exactly.
Winking Owl 101 just subscribed. Chaos, chaos, chaos.
Oh, my alerts are off, and so I just got an alert. No, Owl, it's in the wrong chat. We're supposed to do chaos in Sunny's chat, because Sunny's not paying attention.
Well, I don't have Sunny.
Also, thank you for the 35 bucks.
A shitty ThinkPad laptop, and this is my only computer. I can only do so many things at once on it.
I mean, fair.
I understand.
And Discord's a little bit much for her.
Yeah, no, I've got so much going on. Oh, there's so many tabs. There's so many tabs.
This is actually kind of a light stream for my PC, given I have like 8 programs open.
Yeah, I have to upgrade my PC because I discovered that I've got a really, really fantastic processor and a really bad graphics card. People who know PCs have described it as me hooking a Ferrari
What's your card?
an i9 with a 1060.
Bruh.
Yeah, people have described me hooking a Ferrari to a station wagon.
Okay, the question is, can your motherboard handle an upgraded graphics card?
I mean, it's an i9, isn't it?
Well, the CPU and the motherboard can be not compatible but still work, but graphics cards have to be compatible with the motherboard because they're 3 separate components. I actually used to work on PCs, so I have a great deal of knowledge on this, and so you should probably do. You should do a great deal of research into the compatibility between your current motherboard, your current processor, and an upgraded graphics card. And also your RAM as well.
My RAM is fine.
The motherboard is like, do you know the panel in the back where all the circuitry is?
No.
That's the motherboard.
I did not put my computer together. I had somebody else do it.
Hey, Spells.
Yeah,
So
hi.
in the pop-up for the collab, you see a spot that talks about like starting collab chat.
Yeah, it's the shared chat. I pressed that button.
Okay, because I don't think it's sharing the chats anymore.
No, it's not sharing the chats. No, why is it not sharing the chats? Hosts can enable shared chat during a stream together. Shared chat. I think you're the host, aren't you?
It's not giving me the option. Invite guests, collaboration study. No, I don't want to pause collabs. Oh wait. Apparently I still count for the I don't fucking understand.
Okay, I got it.
I don't know. I don't understand how this.
Sonny?
I fucking hate Twitch.
Yeah, alright, I think I got it.
All right.
Apparently I'm the host now. Did not know that.
I am the captain now. Are we good? Are we all set, everybody?
All
Yes.
right, yes.
I'm prepared.
Fantastic. So this is re-rolling fiction, buying time, session 0. We begin as all campaigns do with a long exposition dump by the DM. The year is six. Yeah. This is the part that I didn't think through, the opening monologue. It is 6 FOH. It's been 6 years since the fall of Hyrule, after Ganon entered the Sacred Realm, shattered the Triforce, and took the Triforce of Power. His forces now run rampant over the once proud kingdom of Hyrule. The castle lays in ruin, and a secret project begins on the horizon that some people say is mysterious and dark, and people are disappearing every day. Regular racket shakedowns occur as people kowtowing to this new tyrant do his dirty work to collect resources and money to feed his ever-growing greed and projects. And we find ourselves in an odd space, a liminal in-between void. There is no light from above or from the sides, but when we pan down, there's a faint light from underneath, a small patch of grass in the middle of this void. And on this patch of grass lies 4 individuals and 1 pet. They are our group. Can I get everybody to roll me a d20, please? And just let me know what we get.
4.
16.
I got a 3.
11.
So that was Sunny, 16. Who had the 11?
Me, Owl.
Dorn, Owl. Spells, what'd you get?
4.
4, and Echo?
I got a 3.
Okay. So all of these people currently are asleep on this patch of grass, and the first one to awake is the Zora Rurin. You kind of stumble awake, very kind of off-put by your circumstances, where you have no idea where you are, and you're surrounded by 3 strangers and a dog. I'm sorry, every time I have to specify that there's a dog in the party, it makes me laugh, and I have to keep my composure. I have to get it together.
Technically, he's a wolf, but yeah.
Shortly after the Zora wakes up, Dorn, a Hylian knight, you follow suit, taking awake, sitting up in this patch of grass to find a void around you. You're quite shocked by your circumstances, immediately on guard with your rather stoic personality. This is then followed by Tila, the Kokiri, and their dog, Blue. It is a wolf, technically, but I'm going to keep calling it a dog. Tila, one of the woodland sprites, a bit more spry. One of the more spry members of this party awakes with a bit of a fright and jumps up immediately. And this is followed by Deku, the Deku Scrub, who is surprisingly nonchalant in the way that they sit up. And even though this is a rather strange and off-putting circumstance, they're kind of unbothered. And that's where our session begins. Players, what would you like to do?
Trying to work on making sure my Discord stops cutting out. My Chrome is like overloading my computer at the moment. I apologize.
No, you're good. Ruin's just got like the blue screen in her eyes currently.
Yeah. Vicious blue screening.
We're just kind of like staring at the void, like, what the hell is this?
Tila's
trying to,
staring
like,
at the
get to-
adult, being like, oh.
Doran's
Okay.
just going to kind of just give like a quick sweep of the people, kind of decide that they also seem confused and not an immediate threat, and kind of just be looking at the void for any potential threats.
Fantastic.
Deku sounds like Pong, but a little more hollow, like an actual like ping pong table, as just while they're trying to kind of sit up and wake themselves up. Just boom, boom, boom.
Sorry, when you said ping pong table, all I can imagine is that your joints sound like somebody who's currently playing ping pong. But then my brain immediately shot to like Olympic style ping pong, so it's like like they're just like.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm sorry. This is gonna happen a lot in this campaign. This is a bit more of a sillier campaign, so we're gonna derail a lot with jokes. But to get back to a bit more of a serious thing, no perception checks needed. All of you notice that from what could be perceived as up, a ball of light descends with a sparkling trail following it, and it falls all the way to the patch of grass. And when it hits the patch of grass, it explodes, not like literally, but like visually explodes into light, blinding enough to off-throw you for a second. And when you finally get your bearings back and are able to look again, you see the figure of a woman. Mostly featureless, but with long, flowing hair, an interesting winged crown, and holding a harp and a sword. She doesn't speak. She doesn't even move. She's looking down currently. But you can tell, despite that she's mostly featureless, her eyes are kind of visible and they are closed currently.
Oh, a fairy? Are you a fairy? He like kind of like steps forward and her own fairy's just like sort of zipping around. She goes, Are you a really big fairy?
Finally the figure stirs, raises its head, eyes open, and the light coming off their eyes is so bright for a brief second that it's like headlight beams shining off into the void, and then they dim, and they were facing Dorn, but they turn to their left to face you. No, my child, I am not a fairy.
Tila points to the Hylian and goes, Is she a fairy?
No.
The figure giggles, and even though they don't have a mouth, the eyes move in a way that would indicate a smile. And they say, no, they're man.
Oh, they're dead then. Okay, got it.
Ow, my head.
This is using so much CPU.
I'm sorry.
Oh no! I just crashed my. Hang on, sorry. I just crashed my roll 20. I'm trying to fix things. It's not working.
LOL, no worries. We're in a big RP moment, so it's not that critical that you have RP or that roll 20 open. She, after looking down at you to address you, she straightens up, does a kind of turn in like a wide kind of circle to look at all of you, and from there she again kind of focuses in like in between the direction of like Dorn and Tila, in that like in between. She's like looking out in between you guys. Not really looking at you, but she begins to address this group. I am the spirit of the goddess Hylia, made manifest incorporeal in this realm of dreams. I have brought you here because Hyrule is in grave danger. The sages are trapped or gone. The hero is preparing, and the princess is doing what she can. My spirit vessel. I summoned you because I need your help.
When the spirit says that it's the goddess Hylia, the Deku shot little seed thing that had been rattling around in Deku's skull shoots off in surprise like a spit take. And I just kind of sit there talking for a few minutes.
Yeah, so this Deku like nut or whatever that it was rattling around shoots off, whizzes clean over this figure of light's shoulder into the void. You don't even hear it thud in any sort of like, you could tell it fell somewhere, but where it landed you have no idea. And the figure does not even react to this. It's more stoic than it was before.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say when for Tila, when they hear she hears that this is the goddess Hylia, Umi, her fairy, kind of like nudges her shoulder, and after a minute she goes, fine, and then kind of pulls at the edge of her tunic and does like a little curtsy.
Aww. Again, the figure does not react. Again, it's very stoic, almost like I don't want to say stonewalling because that sounds negative, but just completely unreactionary now, as it seems it's delivering a purpose more so than acting as a person. And then they chime up again. I cannot maintain this form for long, as my spirit is forever tethered to the bloodline of the royal family, and when the princess awakes, I must away. You must find her. Find the princess. She will know what to do. She will give you further orders. I am counting on you because the fate of the entire world hangs in the balance. But beware. When I go, this realm will become open to attack, and you may not be safe here. Damage taken here does reflect in the real world, and so you must be very careful. Be well. And with that, the spirit collapses back into a ball of light, and this ascends back into the void until it is a speck in the horizon and suddenly no longer visible. And you guys are left with just you four again on this patch of grass in this void of, dream world, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Rory's gonna kind of just be sitting there looking at where the goddess's manifestation was and just kind of mulling things over, because that's a lot to suddenly have dropped on you.
Tila goes up to where that spot was, and she kind of like nudges it with her boot before kneeling down to poke at it and looking up, and then she kind of looks around and she goes and raises her hand.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yes, little Kokiri.
Umi flies over to where the Deku scrub is, and she goes, "How do I leave?"
I knock up against the side of my hollow head. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Could you repeat that, please?
How do we leave? And she puts her hand down.
Oh. Fuck, I don't know.
You said
That
the
is a
bad
good
word.
question. We weren't
Can
really
I get
given an
somebody to
answer.
make a perception check, please?
What is my perception?
Yes.
I've got a decent modifier.
I don't think
if you guys want me
Doran's
to.
paying attention right now. She's probably a little too shaken up by the fact that the princess is alive and apparently needs help.
Valid.
I can make it feel
I'll
one.
do a. Okay.
Do you want to do it?
I'm down if you want to do it, you can do it. I can do it. I don't
All
mind
right,
me.
why don't you do it? Because currently Tila's got her focus on the Deku Scrub.
15 plus 3, so 18.
Yeah, that's more than enough. From Dorn's side of this grass patch, you begin to notice out in the void the seemingly taut surface of the black void begins to shimmer, begins to ripple, and out from these ripples crawls 3 creatures. If you would like to expand your maps now to show what's off in the void.
Oh, wait, hang on. Wait a minute.
No.
I just
3
realized that-
creatures, undead, gaunt, hollow bodies with wooden masks that show teeth and blank eyes. Horrid screams pierce the void as they begin to crawl out of the ground that is seemingly nothing. And then standing there, they begin their slow march towards you. 1 foot, dragging the other, hands down at their side, hunched, heading towards you. Slowly but surely, the screams are horrid and haunting. There's nothing hallowed about this ground anymore, and the creatures of the deep have come for you. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Meanwhile, we're just like, hey guys, we got company. Guys, we got company. Oh, that's a bad
Gee.
roll. Okay,
2d6.
that's a really bad roll.
Oh, in the name of
It's
the
just the
great
flat D20 for
Titan.
initiative, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
initiative is still just a d20 roll.
I got 5.
Wait, it says initiative
Yeah,
is,
would
you
like
is an agility
write it?
check. Agility 2d6 plus bonuses.
Yes.
So it's not a flat 20.
Let's see. Oh,
Yeah, this is a D6 system.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you set up the turn order again? I forgot.
This is
It's-
agility, I get a 7, but
Alright,
it's-
so for your
it's-
turn order,
Mm-hmm.
you would just drag over all the tokens that you would like to include in it, and then right click and it will say add to turn order. You could also click on tokens individually to add them.
There we go. I actually need to roll 20 for what did you say the modifier on initiative was again?
It's 2d6 plus agility plus bonuses.
wait, hold
So
on.
I got an 8.
2d6 plus agility.
Yeah, plus agility plus any bonuses you
Yeah.
have, which at this point in time I don't think any of us have
Okay,
bonuses.
hang on. I actually need to roll 2d6 and I rolled a d20. I followed regular D&D rules. Sorry.
That is ain't D&D!
I know.
That's my bad.
9. Okay, 11. I got 11 for it actually. Never mind.
Alright.
I was.
Very nice.
Nice.
I got a 6 and I got a 5 and a 4, and then I've got a plus
What?
2 to my agility. So.
Man. No, I just did these.
So
Why-
Tila and
why
Blue
is
are
it-
8.
All I have to wait for you guys to. Oh, that's why it's not doing it. Okay.
There was not wanting to say
So this
my
was
initiative.
10, I believe, and then there was 9, and then there was 6. So the only person we're waiting on to add their initiative order is Deku.
That's my bad. Sorry, I had to let parental figures know I was on a call.
Oh yeah, no problem.
And it's athletics, right? Or is it
Agility.
agility? Cool, I'm good. Yay. So 13?
All right. Just do you need me to add that for you, or you got it?
Oh, that's a great question.
Here, I can just 13.
Yeah.
Enter, and all right, cool. So sort the highest to lowest. So at the start of the round, we have Deku, Rurin, Dorn, then Redeads 1 and 2, then you have Tila and Blue, and at the bottom you have Redead 3. They are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're about 15 feet out from the patch of grass, 20 feet out from the closest character. Conditions for the area. Patch of grass works normally. If you move outside the patch of grass, you don't immediately die or anything, but it is difficult terrain, which means your movement speed is halved. So do with that information what you will. With that being said, Deku, you're up first. Give it to us. What are we doing?
Okay. So the darkness patch is where movement is halved, right?
Correct. Why did I give these guys some movement speed?
That's cool.
I just realized I don't remember how to use my spells. Oh god.
Yeah,
You don't have to do too much. Like, you just.
I mean,
It's
I
what
don't
you do
remember
with
what
babies.
I don't remember what dice to use is the problem.
So for damage wise, I don't think you have to do dice. You might have to roll for an additional effect if there is any. But like spells automatically hit, and then you have a damage amount. And then if you do need to roll, the roll is for if there's an additional effect. So
I consider I just want to aim at one
they're all
of the
pretty-
Redead with my spell if needed, and I just go
Pretty
off of what my
straightforward.
thing says.
this is going to be really interesting because this is going to be the first time we see Tila actually fight, because the entire test session they were full of madness and were unable to actually participate in combat outside of a attempt to dodge, which almost worked. You almost, or not dodge, but deflect.
Yes.
You almost got that off too. You were at like what 4, and you needed a 5 to get it off successfully. That was crazy.
We had a sad puppy the entire time.
I know.
I was fine. Everything was fine. Nothing bad happened. Not until the very end, where I pulled out like a BS OP move because it was like, all right, none of you have taken any damage.
That's kind of fair.
The puppy.
I engaged the pretend to.
You will find that these redeads are not nearly as easily slain, for sure.
Bring it.
Okay, let me see.
Oh.
Wow.
Really
Oh, it would have
I'm
helped
hoping we
if-
get another think highly of the fish as fireball moment. I'm hoping.
Right? That's fair. Can I do a check to see if I know anything about redeads? Or, like, as a reaction, or would that be a full action?
I think that would be a full action. I just have to figure out
I know there's
what,
action.
what check would that be? It's probably under wisdom.
There's like an actual full thing.
There, second, this one that needs it is for monsters.
Yeah, no, there's actually a specific check for monsters.
Oh, what's the check for monsters then?
Here it is. Learn
in
lore.
Arcana is his knowledge of the undead.
While they technically are undead, I'm not gonna count them as undead for that purpose. So.
It seems to be a minor action, so I'm guessing is a bonus.
Oh, actually, okay, yeah. Then so seeing if you could identify these would be a bonus action, ish. The different combat or different systems based on different games, but we're just gonna call it bonus action for simplicity's sake. But yeah, so what is the actual check then?
So
for monsters,
according to the thing, it would either be nature or Arcana, depending on the vibe of the entity.
In that case, I'd say probably give me a nature check.
Okay.
You have a surprisingly good nature.
I'm
dumb. I forgot to turn on I forgot to show on stream the. Sorry, hold on.
It's so dark.
There we go. I think now everybody can see the screen. All right.
Oh.
So, what'd you get on that check?
Nature of 19 plus 4 is 23.
23?
23. Unless we're not rolling.
Sheesh.
Oh, yeah.
That is crazy.
No, it has to be off of D6. Everything off here is a D6. I don't remember exactly what it is.
That's actually crazy. Yeah. So you, for no reason at all, happen to know the make of the wood of the masks, and the make of the wood allows you to determine that they are undead. And there's only two types of undead creatures in all of Hyrule: ghosts and redeads. And so these are redeads. They of the limited knowledge that's been gained about them throughout all of civilization that you've been able to glean through sheer dumb luck. You know that they have a piercing screech, not just on a mental level, but it can transcend to a physical debilitating thing. So
as somebody who's been in big not theaters, but what's the C word that bands do when they go on tour?
Concerts?
Yes, concerts. I felt the vibrations of all the things, and that doesn't surprise me that it rattles your bones.
Yeah, okay.
Shiver me timbers.
Huh?
Shiver me timbers?
Shiver me timber.
Oh my god, I love it. I it took a second to catch the pun. Pretty much Deck is just gonna go. Hey, holy fuck, it's redeads, guys. Just tell me everybody here knows anything about redeads, because pretty much they scream, and it's bad.
I'm not gonna have the entire party do rolls individually to see if they know. So here's how I'm gonna rule this. If you guys would like to have this moment of whether you guys recognize what redeads or not, Dorn, Rurin, and Tila, you may all roll D20. There's a collective DC, and if you guys manage to meet it, I will say that you guys just happen to know as well.
16.
Well, I've
18,
got
boss.
15.
Yeah, that was way more than I needed. Holy, I should have set that DC higher. You guys know where redeads are. I set that DC at 30 because I'm like, the average on a D20 is 11, so odds of them getting above a 30 is not high. And then you all dropped above 10, and I was like, well, fuck me then. Yeah. Now everybody in the party is well aware of what the threat is, and they happen to know one of its major strengths. But you know nothing else. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Deku?
Yeah. That's a great question. I am.
I see that movement, Rurin.
I'm testing things.
Let me get my dark brambles back up again.
Yeah, no, I need to be 8 squares away, so I'm reading that right. Yeah, projectile 8 would mean it's 8. I have a projection of 8 squares, right?
Yes. So
Okay,
they would have to be.
closer.
I think that means they would have to be on the 8th square away from you. So
Right.
I gotta move closer. Okay, I had a feeling I did, but I was double checking because my brain's thinking of the other campaign. I'm mingling the campaigns in my head now. I need help.
LOL.
I want to get back
Okay.
to that with you.
So I'm going to put up essentially a wall of dark brambles where instant is it touch.
Okay, where are you putting up this wall?
I'm just trying to figure out if I need to be close enough to that touch, but I don't think so. Let me see.
Right there in front of Dorn.
No, here, I'm gonna go. I'll do, 6 squares, just
Wow.
on one line.
Okay, yeah. So, I don't know how well this can be seen, but this green line now represents your wall of dark brambles, which is given the space that we're in. We established last time that the brambles is kind of based on the environment. So, what does this wall of sinewy plant life look like?
Oh, it's like dream. It's like a dream realm, right? So
Yeah.
I think essentially very much a combination of the plant life in the dark of Tears of the Kingdom and probably something
like
also
the-
very
Like the depths,
Yeah.
like very like
Oh.
yeah, like
depths.
the
of-
depths.
Oh.
Thank you. Yes, like the depths and maybe something a little twilight. I never played Twilight Princess, so I'm not sure how much is just like ghosty or if there's like actual light.
Yeah, you could. You probably like what the plant life looks like when the world of light is plunged into the twilight. Is what you're thinking?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like a combination of the two, just very glowy, but like very almost.
I love
kinder,
the
like,
visual.
brighter
It's
purple.
so gross. I'm gonna delete this really quick because it's not thick enough and redraw it with a bit of a thicker. Just really quick. Can I make the brush bigger?
Right.
How
Large.
tall is this wall, by the way? Because
It is 2 squares.
2 squares. So this is a fucking
Well, my magic even-
humongous wall.
well, my magic
Yeah,
even reached through it. Oh no.
You might have to
Bear
just
in mind-
move around the side. You're not too far.
It is
It's,
enough to. It is enough to count as cover against range attacks, but it is not blocking line of sight. Not totally.
Yeah.
mm,
It's also
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
in mind in this version you can move more than once in your turn. You just can't move more than whatever your max movement is. So if you have 8, you can like
Which
move
is-
a couple squares, like 3 squares, do something, and then move 5 more squares.
My movement.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
and I have that 6 bound to me. Sorry, I'm mostly mentally.
so yeah. Anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
Yeah, okay, perfect. No. Mostly, yeah, just kind of shout, yeah, the bad screams.
Bad screams.
Very bad screams.
Yeah. So you, call out to the group, bad screams, and then with your whatever your arcane focus is, you see that the grass of the patch of grass ends like just a little bit before Dorn, and so you're like, okay, this is my chance. And from that grass, all this sinewy, gross, underneath depths plant life grows up in this wall from the ground, 10 feet tall by 30 feet wide. This thing is humongous. They are no longer visible to you guys. Maybe I'll say they're visible to Ruin because you just have that one square that you could probably make out at least a part of the body of the closest one to you. But holy crap, this makes Dorn like jump a little bit because you were not ready for this. You had no idea that the little tree had the ability to sprout a fucking castle wall of plants. And with that, we move on to the next person in the turn order. Ruin, what are we doing?
So I'm going to be using my Zola's fireball, and I just need to move 2 squares closer. Now, I would still be able to hit this one down here at the very bottom, right?
What's the range? What's the range on it?
8 squares. I would have to move closer.
8 squares times 5 is 40. So yeah, just move to that, and you would be able to hit.
Perfect. Okay, so I move to here. I use 10 of my, I use 10 feet of movement, and I'm gonna cast Zola's fireball on that bottom on
this guy here. All right, go ahead, roll me to hit. It's 2d6 plus. Oh no, it's not. You don't have to roll to hit. That automatically hits. What is the damage on Zola's fireball?
Zola's fireball, it uses up 3 magic, so I'll put it down to 17. It is my weapon, which I'm going to use my Zora's Rod, Zora Rod, which will be 5 attack plus my willpower, which is an additional 5. So that's 10 points of damage, and if I'm correct, it sets the enemy on fire.
Fantastic.
It just says fire, so I don't know if that means it sets the enemy on fire or not.
Yeah, so you cast this fireball, and because of its natural armor of 9, your 10 damage gets reduced to 1, bringing it down by 1 hit point. It is now on fire. The first thing to catch properly is the wooden mask, and it lets out a horrid screech. I don't know if that came through on my mic, but it's really rough to listen to. You are like, it's almost causing you pain how loud this is, but it's not actually doing any damage. Now, what does the effect on fire mean?
I don't know.
All right, we do need to look that up
for the effect to hit.
Oh, that is true. You do need to roll for the effect.
Yeah.
Okay, what would I'm trying to find it here in the cheat sheet, and I'm not finding it. I might be overlooking it. That's very bad.
We might need to just go to the spells page.
Yeah, you have to go to the spells page. I can send you what burning is.
Let's see.
I can tell you what burning
yes, if you could tell me what burning is.
Weapon is burning. All attacks made with their hits.
So, oh, that's a weapon is burning. Blah 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 blah. All attacks do damage.
The damage is weapon plus willpower.
Yeah, it's just it's just talking about setting your weapons on fire.
Okay, so I guess no fire on the enemy then.
I mean, I'll say that the mask isn't really a weapon, but it's something that can catch on fire. So I'll rule that it works the same as the weapon. So what is it when it's burning a weapon?
All right, I will read you the description of burning. While the weapon is burning, all attacks it has are made with critical hits, even if they automatically hit. Further, all attacks do with fire damage, regardless of their usual damage type. This is
okay. So you're doing more. So does this
There's
take?
Also on fire that's farther down.
Does that take?
On 104.
Oh yes, on fire. Why are these two different things?
I have no clue.
Okay.
There it is.
Yes, while you are on fire, any wooden weapons that come in contact with you gain the burning property. When you are on fire, you suffer 2 fire damage per turn, taken at the start of the turn. This damage is not modified by...
It's not modified by defense. Okay, so so it takes a 1 damage from it takes a 1 damage from being hit by the attack, and at the start of its turn it's going to take the 2 burning damage. How long does this effect last if successful? Because you still have to roll for this, right?
It said something about you may stop being on fire by entering water, taking water type damage, being soaked, or by spending your full movement action, dropping to the ground and rolling in place, which makes you go
Which
prone
makes
at
you
the end.
prone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not smart enough to do that, so they're just going to keep taking the fire damage for infinite time until maybe they die. That's
Okay.
a really good, but also they do need to we keep forgetting you need to roll to see if the effect takes
Yeah,
place. So is that
so
a roll to
it's-
hit?
It's a roll to hit against the foe's concentration or vitality.
Oh, okay. Let me pull up the sheet again. What is their concentration and vitality? Okay, it's not a high DC to hit that. So just go ahead, roll me those 2d6 plus whatever your attack modifier is.
All right. Attack modifier. Where the fuck's my attack modifier?
I think since it's spells, you get it's the willpower modifier, correct?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
it's
okay.
Ye-
New
8
system,
plus
folks.
5. That's gonna be 13? Question mark?
Jesus Christ, yeah, that's more than enough. He now has the burning effect. Literally, you just
Nice.
you had to beat 4. It wasn't gonna be difficult. Like you probably didn't even need your modifier. But anyway, so
Really
all right.
didn't.
So this bottom guy, please keep me honest because sometimes I will just forget with all the moving pieces. This guy is now burning. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I know going diagonal, it said that like cuts our movement in half. So I'm going to move here so I am more behind the wall because I do not want. I don't
Sure.
want to
All right. That's the end of your turn. We're moving on to Dorn. Dorn, what are we doing?
I'm just going to prep for next round, potentially. I would like to... Whoops, that's the wrong thingamajig. I would like to move here, just on the edge of foliage.
Sure.
And a sneak attack for next round. So I'm going to hide,
Oh, very
and
fancy.
if anything comes around this corner, I'm going to hit it.
And that's everything for your turn?
Yep, that's it, boss. Thank you.
All right. Finally up to the first Redead number 1. They have only 10 feet of movement, and they are not affected by the difficult terrain. So they actually just get to move however they please. So they're going to move to here, and then to
Oh god, they move really slow at least.
they are going to make Screech of the Damned. I need everybody to roll me wisdom checks. It's supposed to be a
2d6,
save
right?
in theory, but like I think that's D20 if I'm correct.
That does sound about right.
Yeah, it's this game doesn't have saves quite like 5e, but this is technically like a saving throw, quote unquote. So
Yeah, D20s and then everything.
wait, wisdom?
Do we?
yes, wisdom. So
What do you think are concentration or something like that?
Yeah, because there's no wisdom here.
there's no. Oh, sorry.
It's just one big group.
Let me just double check. It's
No problem.
Are you sure it's not willpower?
Just like all the...
yeah, willpower. Sorry, it's a willpower check.
You got it, boss.
And the checks are 2d6 plus whatever
Damn!
willpower is, right?
Oh, 2d6. Okay.
Oh, 2d6? Gotcha.
Wait, no, I'm asking. Is it 2d6?
No, it's a d20. It's
Okay,
a d20 plus whatever your
Okay, go.
modifier is.
I got another 18.
Okay.
Nice.
18 plus 5 is 23.
Christ, that's
I got
enough. Hard to make these DC higher. Jesus. All right.
All right, so I've got Tila at 17 and
All right.
Blue at 13. Blue has no willpower.
All right. And anybody not give me a check number yet?
Me. Doran is at 15.
I need to increase these DCs. Yeah, you guys, the creature lets out the damned screech, and it pierces through your ears, through your very soul. But you all manage to shake it off. None of you get hit with the effect. So, and with that being said, their turn is over. Next Redead is this guy here. He is going to, again, only 10 feet of movement, so he moves up to here, and he's gonna follow suit. I need those willpower checks again.
Okay.
This is probably closer to.
Oh, okay. The dice betrayed me this time.
Yeah.
9.
9, cool. All right.
I got a 14.
14,
Deku
you're
got a
good.
14.
Deku got a 14. Good.
Doran has a 16.
Dorn's good.
Blue got an 18, but Tila only got a 5.
Fantastic. So Ruin and Tila, you guys are now stunned. Your turns are being skipped, and you will not be able to take an action until the next round. So,
Okay.
that is Piercing Screech of the Damned. I love that move because it's a big fuck you to the players.
It's also just a very cool, like, concept and, like, you know, name.
Yeah. So that's the end of its turn. Now Tila and Blue share an action pool. So while Tila is stunned, Blue did succeed, which means Blue can take an action if they so please. And it is Blue's turn.
Yeah,
Or
no,
Tila's turn.
yeah, I know that it's Blue's turn. I was not planning on Blue taking an action alone, so my actual plan is,
Fair.
is a little,
I really fucked with it.
Yeah, you must have
I managed to. I was like, oh, we're gonna get to see Tila actually act, and then like the first round of combat, I stunned Tila, not allowing them to act.
Yeah.
It's not madness this time around.
Yeah, no, Blue kind of
that is
looks at Tila. He steps a little bit in front, but he kind of like also nudges her like. And meanwhile, Umi's just like, Tila. So that's his action.
The casual fairy panic.
Incredible. So with that being said, we're just gonna pop back down to the final Redead. Redead. I wish these guys had more movement, but this is like the one way that they're not strong. So he's gonna move, and he's actually not gonna take the Piercing Screech action this time. So he's just gonna sit there. Moving on, Deku.
Fire.
On fire, actually.
Points of damage because it's on fire.
Let's go ahead, subtract those 2 points, taking them down to that visible amount on screen. That's the most damage. God damn it, didn't apply. Hold on. There we go. Damage taken. Crazy shit. Moving on. Deku, it is your turn. What's up?
Awesome. That's a great question. Okay, so we have the two in front of me are stunned.
Correct.
What can I do? How much can I do? This is the question. Okay, 6 squares is our normal movement, right?
Correct.
You tell me.
I know it's my role.
Character sheet that well.
There. Do I want to get them far away? Yes. What am I like? Not a question. Okay, I'm gonna do a Deku shot at the one that is
That guy right there. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Roll to hit.
I can actually move into the space of the brambles because that's something I can do as
Correct. That was something you established in the test session.
Yeah, but I don't have extra movement space, so I won't actually.
Right.
But I'll poke my head through the wall.
Yeah.
And then
I will rule of cool and say that you can go ahead and make yourself a self-actualized turret within your own bramble wall.
Yeah.
So, but you still need to roll to hit. So let me know what that.
Oh, there it is. Okay. 3 stamina. Okay, just willpower. In combat. And it's just 2d6 to attack, or is it 1d6?
2d6 plus accuracy, I believe, because it's range attacked. So.
It just says combat or willpower.
Okay, so whichever one you choose out of those two.
Yes. I think it's just because it's my species ability that I can just. 8 plus 4 is 12.
That's enough. What's the damage?
Oh, I think that is the damage. No. Yes.
Wait. So.
No. No. That is to hit. That is to hit.
Okay.
Or does it auto hit? I don't know. I'm gonna do the damage part in a second. Alright.
If it's a spell, it auto hits. If it's not if it's a feat or a technique, you have to roll to hit.
Okay, it is a
Techniques automatically hit as well.
Oh, techniques automatically hit? Never mind, I lied.
Yep.
It is a technique. It is a technique. Okay.
If it's a technique, it automatically hits. Okay, so what's that damage?
So then the damage is 7 plus 4 equals 11. Okay.
11. Okay, reduced by 9 down to 2 damage. A loud pop can be heard as a Deku shot goes out from this Deku scrub, whose ass is now hanging out of this bramble wall as it stuck its head through.
Yes.
It's this just absolutely thunder cuts straight on to the head of this re-dead, pop on its mask, and it just kind of slumps back for a second before creaking back to its hunched position.
I'm gonna go deal with my dogs for a second, but that is my turn.
Okay, cool. We're gonna move to the next person. The Rurin, you are getting skipped because you're stunned. Dorn,
she's over here just shaking in her fins.
Aw. So Rurin is skipped. Now Dorn, if you'd like to make a check as to potentially helping your allies, you would be allowed to do that. But that's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
But you can also just do whatever you want to do. So.
Yeah. Distracted. Alright, that won't help you. Yeah, no, I'm going to try to help the fish. Because Dorn, very up close and personal fighter. These guys taking a while to get here. Doesn't want to go into the darkness.
So just do me a favor and give me a you know what, I'm gonna call this a discipline check. roll it's a d20, add your discipline modifier, and I will let you know how you can help Ruin. And this check is a free action. The action of actually helping them would be the action of your turn. So
Fair enough. Ooh, ouch. Not so great, guys. That's only a 6.
yeah, you know, your training comes to mind, and you know, the words of your captain, just don't be scared, comes into mind, and so you repeat these words at the fish, who is currently cowering before you because of the piercing screech from these horrid monsters, and you do not help at all.
It's a very Dorn thing. Just don't die. Don't be scared.
Yeah,
just don't be injured.
El Bozo. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That's it for right now, boss. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Moving on to the next Redead. We're getting within a decent range, but still not close enough because all their attacks are in melee, with the exception of the Screech. So here we go again, baby. Everybody, give me them with those willpower saves.
Oh wait, remember we've also got our scrub is currently AFK.
That is true. I will have them make the check again when they come back.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm back for a second
20.
before the dogs can.
Hey, look at that, our scrub is back. Cool.
Welcome back,
Okay,
Scrub.
I need a willpower check for Screech from Big Gross Guy. So
Okay.
Dirty 20.
D20. Okay, thanks.
All right.
I got a dirty 20. I got a 15 plus 5.
Nice.
nice.
Nice. I got a 14. Wait,
Perfect.
willpower? Or...
Willpower.
Yeah, okay, 14. Yeah.
Okay.
Tila is
I need a second monitor. So
15 and Blue is 11.
So roles reverse. Tila is no longer frightened, moveless, but Blue is now the one that is unable to move. And Rurin, if you could go ahead, give me your willpower save.
I said I got dirty 20.
Oh, you got it. Who didn't give me a willpower save? Because I know I'm missing somebody.
It might have been me. I said it, but there was a general cacophony at the same time.
No, you said 14. I know you're good. Was it Deku?
I said 14.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway, all right. So all of you pass. Everybody but the dog passes. Moving on to the next guy.
Poor Blue.
He's gonna
Just
just
don't be scared.
It's
Move
got that
up.
sensitive wolf hearing.
and
It does.
he's not going to do the Screech. So moving on, Wolf is unable to act, but Tila, you finally, for the first time, the little Kokiri child can act. What do you want to do?
Yeah, Tila's going to jump onto Blue and be like, Blue, hello, let's go. What is it?
Would you like to take the act, or the, like, you want to do a check to see how you can help your help break the effect?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Go ahead, roll me a d20 and add your, what did I call it earlier? It was a
Discipline.
discipline. Yes, add your
Okay.
discipline modifier.
That's 13.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. So, you know that if it's different for every person what will get them out of the trance, and you know specifically that if you pet your dog behind the ears, that will calm them down.
Okay. Was that check like a free action or was that just?
Yeah, the check was a free action.
Okay.
Getting Blue out of the trance would technically be an action, though.
Okay.
As much as petting seems like a bonus action, unfortunately, I do have to rule that petting is an action.
Okay, so I'm gonna give him. That's fine. I'm gonna give him like that scratch and be like, "Come on, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. Let's get going. We gotta get into this fight." So
the effect is broken. You both have your movement and any bonus actions left on your turn.
okay, so she's going to pull out her bow.
Ooh.
And I guess we're gonna move we can't do much, but we're gonna move to try and get some line of sight going.
Sure.
So yeah, we're gonna move over here.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember,
yeah.
you only get so much because that's going to be.
Oh, that is true.
That's difficult terrain.
The
Which
three.
I actually have a question. Like this,
Oh.
the spot
So
here.
yeah, you were here, right?
Yeah, I was right there.
Sorry.
Yeah, blue
You
was
were
right there.
okay. So you were there, and then so it's half speed for every block that you're on. So, how much movement speed do you have left after getting on blue and moving to that spot?
Getting on blue isn't speed. It doesn't take any movement action.
Right. So how much movement do you have as
so blue
duo
has
after-
8 movement.
eight squares?
Yeah,
So that'd
8
be
squares.
So you could reasonably get to here.
Yeah.
With that movement speed.
Yeah. All right.
'cause
So that's it was right here. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
All right. Both of them are going at the same time.
Fantastic. Any more actions, bonus actions, or is that it?
Since I don't have the ability to attack because that takes an action. I think other than equipping the bow, nah, that's where we're going.
All right. Moving on, we're down to the guy here, and he's gonna again move up, and he will not do the piercing screech, because he's a little soy boy. No, I'm kidding. He's
also on fire.
So he is on fire.
Yeah, another 2 points damage.
Oh yes, 2 points of damage. That fire has done the majority of the damage in this round, in this combat so far. Yeah, here's the thing with these screeches. I technically don't have to reveal this, but I will just for people who like combat mechanics. Rather than having it recharge every round with a roll, I rolled before the combat, and they got a predetermined amount of screeches that they were allowed to do. And so the guy at the top had the most. This guy had the second most, and this guy has 1, which I think he's gonna save for a very important moment. So, but with that being said, we're moving on. Deku is Echo back in the call. You're technically here. Okay.
I'm just gonna go let my dogs in from the outside. So.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds.
No problem. We're gonna do
I
a
have a
quick
quick question
stretch
now.
while we're waiting. Yeah, sure.
So okay, I'm clicking on one spot. This area right here, because it's half light, half dark. Is that going
that's
to
part of
count
the
as
grass.
difficult terrain?
No, that counts. Anything that has green in it counts as the grass. So because you could just hang off the edge reasonably.
No, I unmuted a little early. I should have delayed it. The joyous panting of the Saint Bernards.
Oh, you have Saint Bernards?
Oh yeah, 2 of them.
We established this last time.
session,
All of you
please.
have dogs.
After
I
the
do not.
session, can you send pictures?
Sure, yeah.
I want to see the babies.
Yes, they're all
I'm
very
sure they're
cute.
much bigger than actual babies, but they're babies nonetheless.
One of them is like the equivalent of a teenager. He's like only a year old, so.
Teenager, and it's like a 2 foot tall dog.
Oh yeah, no, he's 120 pounds easy.
That's insanity.
Hey, my boy's 128.
How old is
Wow.
Philo now?
Next Sunday, when it's also my birthday, he's turning 6. I'm turning 31.
Nice.
He gets the birthday cake. He gets the birthday cake this year, though. I'm actually going to hand make him a cake.
Aw.
That's fine. Yeah, Copper, the
Stop
puppy.
getting older.
Wow.
Stop
puppy.
getting older. That's illegal. You're not allowed to get older, damn it.
Oh boy. Anyway,
He's
so
looking at me. He's just staring.
Deku, let me know when you're able to
Yep.
take an action.
Gotcha. I am going to stay inside the wall. The jump scare by a random pop-up. Yeah, I'll just stick with the one that's right here. And I want to use Wraith's Whip. It is not like a shillelagh or anything. It doesn't pull them towards me. So I don't have to worry about bringing death closer.
Okay, is this ranged enough to hit? Because you are 10 feet away from them.
Oh, you know what? Yes, it's 3. Wait. Yeah, 3 squares.
Okay,
So,
great. Is this roll to hit?
It is a spell. Oh wait, yes,
Is it
it is.
spell?
Roll to hit target's concentration.
Concentration.
roll the
We've
hit.
already established their concentration is shit. So go ahead, roll me that 2 hit.
It is the 2 hit the d20 stuff.
No, that's
no.
2d6
That's a 2d6.
plus
Okay.
your spell modifier or whatever, willpower.
Okay,
I think
so
it
that's
is.
8 plus.
That's more than enough. You got him. You got him. What's the damage?
We're good.
So I essentially just take one of the vines and just take the nightmare fuel and just smack the ankle that is I can reach of the undead. And do where is it? Very sweet, there it is. Made him projectile. Oh, it's just 11. It's
11?
dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yes.
that's
It also
23.
will be off balance.
Oh, okay. So you hit them. This vine, this weird grayish vine, shoots off from your wall of gross and smacks its leg, putting it off balance, taking it down by 2 hit points because of its armor class. Youch. It did
Fair
not like that. And it looks to you, now being within a relatively close range, its eyes go from hollow black to a deep crimson. It is locked on.
Oh. Hey guys. Oh.
Anyway, that's enough. Do you have any other actions you'd like to take or movement?
I'm gonna see that, and I'm gonna scoot down the wall towards the one that's burning. And I'm just gonna go.
The idea of you just like, I don't even know how to describe this movement, but you just like, once again, that Homer Simpson like fading into the bush, but like you're just constantly fading through this wall of gross all the way to the end. You are now face to face with a different reader who doesn't even acknowledge your presence, but is dead ahead of you. Any other actions, or is that it?
Sorry. The tortoise was gonna get himself tangled.
Pets.
No, that's it. Oh yes, all the pets. Yeah, no, that's it. I'm good. I'm gonna just kind of hide
Fantastic.
in the bramble.
So that's Dekus 2. Moving on, Rurin, you are no longer unable to move, or you can act normal again.
Yay! I'm not shaking in my fins no more.
Dorn is just standing right next to you, like, come on, man up. Even though both of you are women.
Get it together.
Pull yourself together, damn it.
From here, would I be able to? Yes, I would just. Okay. So I'm going to move. Wrong thing. Over here measuring. Gonna move here and then to here.
Okay.
That'll be like all of my movement pretty much. And I'm going to use another Zola's Fireball.
Okay.
Which
Now,
would be
can effects
another-
stack? I don't think they can,
Don't think.
but I wanted to check because I was like, oh.
I do not know, but I can look into it after.
Yeah, for now we're gonna rule that it can't stack then. But yeah, go ahead. That automatically hits. What's the damage on just the spell damage?
Spell damage altogether, that'll be 10. So it'll only be another point of damage, but I mean, hey,
Yeah, but
rather
that does
than-
take him down one more hit point, which is one less than he had before. He is the most damaged out of all the redeads currently, and he's not happy about it. And he can see you now, and with that line of sight, once again, pitch black turns to red. It has locked on.
Oh shit.
Any other movements or actions?
I don't have any other movement. I've got like one square of movement. I'm gonna tuck back this way a little bit more.
Sure.
Shimmy behind the wall.
Dorn, you are up.
Playing chicken.
Yeah, I think different effects can stack,
I'm
but
playing
same
cuckoo.
effects cannot.
Say that again?
I think different effects can stack, but same effects cannot.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we're on to Dorn.
Who with the redead?
LOL.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the fantastically stupid thing and close with this creature.
All right, you are within melee range.
shit.
What's the plan, Dan?
Hit it with a sword.
Fantastic. Roll me to hit.
That's the plan, at least. We'll see what the actuality is. Okay, that's pretty good. So, 17 to hit.
Jesus, that's more than enough. What's the damage?
Give it 2 seconds to roll it for you, boss. Or calculate it. There's no rolling for damage in here.
There's no rolling for
No,
damage.
it throws me off.
Yep. We're all used to 5e.
I know, clearly. I was literally just looking at it. Where did it go? So 7 points. 7 points of damage.
Oh my goodness, this is the first time one of you have done damage lower than their armor class, which means they do only take the 1 point.
At least
So-
it's 1 point.
You come in with your great sword, a mighty cleave against its skin, but the skin is hard and not really prone to slashing, so you make a crack, so to speak, but not a whole lot of damage to be had there. Any other movement or actions?
That is it for now.
All right.
Yes, that's it for now.
Fantastic. That moves us on to Redead number 1. They were locked on to Deku Scrub, which is down here, but now that are you okay? So are you like hiding in the wall, non-visible, or are you like still poking out?
Oh, that's a great question. I think I can get. I don't know.
It's either way. Like, if you say you're hiding, I'll accept that you're hiding.
Okay, yeah, I'd definitely be hiding because holy fuck, that's spooky, but
Yeah. So let me just really quick. Nope, they're not smart enough to know that you're still hiding behind that wall, and so the red glow drops as it then begins to just start to head towards the next available target, which means it's going to head diagonal towards Tila, but only gets that far because diagonal movement does not move the same as normal movement. It's double. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So this is the first time.
Yeah, they only get the 1 square.
So they are right up there.
So
Oh.
no, when they move
It
the
takes
diagonal, it's
all the movement to move
it's
diagonal.
10
Yes.
for it's 10 for diagonal, 5 for normal.
Yeah. So they
I was worried
they get that 1 square, and that's it.
Tila run, Tila run.
This Redead number 2, piercing screech time. Everybody,
Damn it!
give me those willpower saves.
11.
All right.
Oh, Rurin is now stunned again.
Damn it!
Okay.
Okay, save is D20. I got a 19 plus.
That's about it. If you're good. You're
Alright.
good.
That's 18 for Tila and 12 for Blue.
Blue just hit the DC, so both of you are good.
Yes.
Dorn, what's the dealio?
So 11 or lower
18.
means you're SOL.
Yeah, you're good. All right, everybody but Rurin passed. That's the end of that. And he is gonna move up here. And so the bramble wall, can it be broken? Echo.
Sorry, what's up?
LOL. I'm asking, can the bramble wall be damaged and or broken?
Yes. I know it can get caught on fire and then it turns into a bushfire. But give me 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And I will let you know if that means it gets destroyed or not. Because I know it's tough.
I mean,
my magic.
it can't be like beat down by hand, is what you're saying.
Possibly. Let me double check real quick. Trying to.
Stop trying
My headphones
to roll my
died,
dice. Guys, my dog wants to play. He keeps trying to roll my dice.
Aw.
Okay,
Quit
that was-
trying to roll my dice, you goober. You wouldn't know what to do with
no,
D&D.
Bramble. There
There
we go. Bramble must play. Defense. Okay, brambles can be destroyed by any light or sharp attack. If struck with fire, the brambles transform into brush fire terrain, and the magic bound in them is spent.
Yeah, okay. So, I believe they have a light melee attack, and so this Redead is going to, having observed that this wall is a problem, it's going to bash the square in front of it.
Fair enough.
Let me. Is there like an armor class of the wall that I need to hit with this?
I don't think so. It does not. It does not give me that there is any at all.
Okay.
So yeah,
So yeah, I guess it just hits and breaks.
I guess.
Seems a little too easy, but if that's how it works, then that's how it works. So
You can go against my concentration, maybe? I mean, that's kind of up to you.
yeah, you know, I don't like the idea of it just working. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll against your concentration.
Good old 13 for my
Okay.
concentration.
That was 15. I rolled pretty well. So
Okay, yeah.
with that being said, this one square will break. So I need to delete the current item and redraw it because we can't just erase a portion for some reason.
Or maybe you could draw red over that portion to indicate that.
It's just kind of easier to do it this way.
Okay.
Is that on your token? Let me just make sure I didn't just draw that on your token. No.
If
Okay,
so,
it's on the.
it's very funny, but
Okay, cool. Okay, so he makes it to here, breaks that portion of the wall. He still can't see you because you're hidden within the part that you were hiding in, but he now has access to the grass directly, and that is going to be his turn.
Oh no.
you just hear the startle.
Tila and Blue, you guys are up.
All right, so Tila's going to take that bow atop while she's riding atop Blue, and she's going to and her fairy Umi is going to rush over to this Redead that's closest to her and fly over it, as to give not just her but actually everyone a +1 on attack to hit this guy. Because it's both for her and her allies. So thank you, fairy friend.
Nice.
Yeah, so +1 to this guy on attack, and she's going to use aimed shot to hit.
Aim shot. This is a technique, correct?
Yes, this is a technique.
So it hits automatically?
Yes.
All right, what's the damage on that then?
I do have to roll to hit the target's concentration to see if if it has an effect. So
Okay, sure. Concentration's not high. So go ahead, roll that. Let me know where we're at.
Roll to hit. So roll to hit is 2d6 plus for combat. So that is 6.
More than enough.
Okay.
What's the damage on that?
So,
And what's the effect?
Yeah, so basically the effect is this attack deals perception additional damage.
Perception additional damage. Okay, so then what's the total damage we're looking at here?
The total damage is weapon attack power plus combat. So the weapons attack, the bow is 3 plus combat, so that's 6 plus perception, which is 3, so that's 9.
You just meet the armor class, so you do 1 point of damage.
Oh no! Oh, that's not great.
Yeah. Any other actions, reactions, etc.?
I guess we're going to try to move away from this thing.
Remember, until you get back to the grass, you are at half speed.
Right. So we're gonna head over. So that's 4, and then onto the grass gives us. So we're gonna move 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna go over here.
Sure. All right. It can no longer see you because the wall does block its view of you now that you moved. So it does not lock on. So with that being said, that's the end of your turn. Moving on to this guy. Finally, one of them is in melee range, and I can actually do a freaking attack. All right. So
What?
we are doing
Who's that?
we are doing the Bite of the Dead.
Ooh.
Does an 18 hit your armor class, Dorn?
Yeah, I think so. Where is my armor class?
Or I think this is an attack against your defense. So.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
All right. The damage is 18.
Okay. I will reduce some of that. So my total thing. So that I am still alive, but barely.
Yeah. So
I have
this
one
thing,
hit point.
now that it's
Oh no!
right on top of you, you're at 1 hit point.
I only have 16 health, my guy.
What's your defense though?
well-
Did you subtract your defense from the attack?
Yeah, I mean, even with heavy armor, it's only 8. We're just babies.
Wait, so how did you get down to 1 hit point? Because you said you had.
I misread. I had my old health from the last fight.
I was about to say, I'm like, hold on, that doesn't make any sense. Because if I'm doing 8 damage and you got 16 health, you should still have half of your health.
I was gonna say, that felt more
So-
like my defense, and I
Yes,
don't
I have
have
6 points. I have 6 hit points at the moment.
All right, cool.
You did
So
18,
this thing, for flavor text, it kind of like grabs your shoulders and chomps right into your right shoulder, and the pain is immense. It is like it didn't like take a chunk out of you, but fuck did that hurt. And you're bleeding. The wound is deep. You don't have like an effect or anything. I'm just saying that you have taken the damage. Finally, some good fucking damage. So that's their turn. Deku, you're up. You got 2 of them. One of them's technically in melee range, but he doesn't see you. So.
Okay. With spells, I know that
You
there's
you would technically get sneak attack on this since they don't see you. So if you have some sort of feat with sneak attack, you could, or feat or
Sneak attack's just a
ability or whatever. But
I can find it. 1 second.
I'm trying to just...
But anybody can do it. You don't have to be a rogue.
oh, okay.
Essentially.
Cool. Yeah, you don't have to be a rogue.
The issue where the healer is stunned at the moment and can't go heal. Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Also,
let me tell you what
the
sneak
turner needs
attack
update.
does. Let me tell you what sneak attack does. If the target's not hard to hit, this attack automatically hits. Roll
Alright, cool.
to hit the target's evasion. If successful, you deal an additional combat or willpower damage.
Okay.
Um,
And can I do...
It has 1 evasion, so I'm gonna say that you automatically hit because there's literally no way for you to roll low enough on the die.
Yeah.
So go ahead, roll me that. Go ahead, add up that damage and let me know.
Okay. Well, you know what? If I'm gonna sneak attack and break this thing's knees, well, okay.
This is undamaged, by the way. This is the Red Dead that has literally no damage to it.
Okay. I am going to... Yeah, the damage will be...
Oh, you know what? Real quick, this guy needs to take 2 damage because I forgot to do that at the end of the last turn. Thank God the fish knew Fireball.
Thank God the fish knows Fireball.
I love that I know Fireball.
It is fantastic. Yeah, I'll just... Damage.
I just shifted a little bit. You're all right.
Damage. Attack plus with a magic staff, do I do willpower or is it still combat?
Should be combat if you're just doing like a melee attack with the staff.
Okay.
What does the sneak attack allow you to add?
You add your either combat or willpower modifier again.
Okay, so when you do the math to add up for this attack damage, you do the weapon plus any modifier plus plus combat twice.
Combat oh, cool. Combat twice, that's a total of 4. But 11 plus 4 is 15.
15 damage. That's probably the most damage we've seen out of anybody.
Really?
Reduced by 9 to 6 damage. That's pretty good, though. That's not bad.
Nice.
And unfortunately, that does remove your stealth. It can now see you. Red eyes. It's locked on.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
Anything else on your turn?
Fuck.
You can. I will say you can. You can make a. Which check would this be? You can make. I'll call it like an agility check for trying to re-hide, but the DC will be high, very high.
That's absolutely fair. Okay. 2d6 or d20? D20?
For the check. Check, the agility check would be D20. D20 plus your agility. The DC is high, very high.
Ooh, will I get a total of a 10? Oh,
You got a what?
I got a total of a 10.
Total 10.
Ow.
No. You unfortunately were not able to slip back into a part of the brambles that hides you from this thing. It is still locked on. which
That's
I
fair.
haven't gotten a chance to show you what the lock on feature does yet. So
Oh joy.
Oh no.
Fun. Oh no.
Any- last chance, any movement.
I mean, it's looking at attack of opportunity, isn't it?
No, there's no attack of opportunity in this combat
Oh,
system.
thank fuck.
Yeah, no.
Trust, if it was, you guys would be very screwed.
Dora needs to back out of there. And
I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but you have movement.
Fuck.
we're literally just gonna be playing chicken with these guys and trying to hurt them. I swear to God, that's gonna be what happens.
I know I can't exactly like. I'm gonna, I don't know, hide. Yeah, I'm gonna. Whoa.
Okay, so you move to that part of the brambles. As established, since you failed the check, you're not hidden. It's still locked onto you, but you are not within melee range, which is helpful for you. So
Yes. I'm easy to get to, but I don't want to go running straight into the face of the other redead, so.
that is a good idea. That redead, this one here, the top one, he cannot see you. So that
Awesome.
that helps. But I'm going to assume you have nothing left on your turn, and so we're gonna move on
Yeah. I'm
to
aware.
Ruin. Ruin, you are no longer stunned. You can take actions again. Dorn is currently face to face with one, having taken decent damage. Oh, actually, let me double check. Did you
I was stunned. I rolled an 11, so I was.
Were you
stunned.
stunned on last turn, or were you stunned on? Oh yeah, you were stunned last round, which means this round you cannot move. Yeah. So sorry. you are not able to take any actions unless somebody could shake you out of it this turn, and then also encourage you to move. But I don't know if that's. I know Dorn has the like call to arms feat, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
It doesn't help with that condition, unfortunately.
Yeah, it does not help with that condition. So Dorn, you're up. You just took a decent chunk of damage and are still within melee range of this guy. The other one is only 10 feet away, but it is locked onto one of your allies, which means it's not going to go for you. What would you like to do?
We're gonna take a step forward.
Okay.
Dorn, no.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna be really nice and let you know you are currently within the. You are now under the effect of the what's the name of the effect?
Like fear or something?
It's I can't remember the exact wording, but it's like a team up effect where essentially they're plus because there's two of them next to you, they now have a +2 to hit on you.
Flanking?
It's okay. I'm not planning on staying here. I could move after this. I have a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted you to know that was a thing that was happening. But all right, so what's going on? You're now between these two guys. One of them has their back to you. One of them is looking you dead in the eyes. What's the plan, Dan?
Yeah, I'm going to use. Yes, I'm gonna use the greatsword to perform a sweep, so I get to attack 2 adjacent creatures.
Nice.
All right.
I have to roll for both of them.
You do need to roll for both of them.
Yes. So, Mr. Fireman,
Fireman.
he is, yes, is 14 to hit Mr. Fireman.
That'll hit.
And his buddy, who's not paying attention, oh, that's even better, is an 18 to hit.
Nice.
All right. So what's the damage on your greatsword attack? Or your sorry. What's the sweep attack, as it were?
Yeah, it's just standard. So it is 11 points of damage.
11. Yeah, so you reduce by 9. Both of them take 2 points of damage. Not super happy about that, that's for sure. But not super appreciable. This guy, I will say, this guy's getting low, the fire guy, but like still got enough to be a problem. And you are now only within melee of the one not locked onto you. And you've moved out of that range, and you're moving even further.
Yes.
I'm giving the play-by-play.
Yes. I'm just calculating how many squares I got because the diagonal movement taking double in here.
Yeah.
Right. And you also were slow. You were also halved on your movement to this part. So this was 10 feet. This was 10 feet, and now you're 5 feet. So you're down. You're up to 25.
I have one more.
Yeah,
one
more square.
We get 6 squares. So there we go. We're good.
Very good. Great move on your part. Scared the crap out of me, not gonna lie. Give me
No, just not need to let her cook.
You just needed to let me cook. It's all good. It'll luscious.
Here we go. Moving on. We're up to the top round. This guy here, 10 feet of movement. Bop, bop. And he's going to use his final soul-piercing screech.
Was he able to go through? Did he do more than 10? Because he went diagonal.
Oh no, you're quite right. That's diagonal. So he only goes to here.
No, the diagonal.
Holy crap!
Yeah, so the diagonal
he went from here to here, which means he can't move anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the diagonal counts as 1, 2, 1. So the first diagonal is only 1 square, and then the second diagonal is 2 squares.
Oh, okay. So then, so then he's here.
I misunderstood it then. Okay, that's on me.
It's just really confusing. It's much more complicated than it needs to be.
For real. Anyway,
it really is.
It doesn't matter. He's not in melee range, which means everybody give me that last willpower from at least this guy. He's out of charges after this, which means willpower check from everybody.
All right.
Oh, God damn it!
No!
I got an 8!
All right. Ruin, unfortunately, cannot act.
She's just over here. She's quivering in her fins, man.
What's funny is that a reactionary character building happens where after fights, some people will spec into certain things thinking that the DM's going to bring mechanics back, and that then the DM never brings those mechanics back. So don't spec into willpower after this. Everybody else, what are those checks?
5.
Wow, you are just rolling terribly.
I rolled a 3.
That's just really unfortunate. What's everybody else got?
I've got Tila got 8 and Blue got 14. They're just trading off between who's whimpering at this point.
Blue is good. Blue is not stunned. Deku, what'd you get?
It was 14. Wait, no, wait. Willpower, right? 12.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. I got a 12.
Meets it, beats it. Deku and Blue are good. The rest of the party is stunned. Oh boy. Moving on. Next guy. This guy, he is now on the grass. Only able to get to. Oh no, he's locked on to Deku, which means he's gonna go up here. Deku, you are now within melee range. He does. Does being in the brambles give anything to your armor class, or like? Okay.
Yes, it definitely does. Let me read the correct full thing.
Sure.
Dark brambles are taking us. Count as cover. Oh, now wait. Let me say. They count as cover against range attacks and do not block line of sight. Okay, so no, it's like it's
okay.
partial cover, but that doesn't help against melee attack.
Okay, fantastic. So he has the locked on feature, which means he, when locked on, he can perform 2 actions in 1 turn. So he's first going to make a haunted grasp against you.
I love the name.
Does a 15 meet your defense?
Is it? I mean, it beats all of my, concentration, evasion, and vitality. My defense is 4, so I'm assuming.
Yeah. So, what this does is this: you are now grappled.
Oh no! Oh no!
You are now grappled. Your speed is reduced to 0, and any and all attacks made against it or any other creature is at disadvantage. And the damage is 6.
Okay, so I sponge 4 of that, and I take 2.
Take 2 damage. All right, and then after that, it's going to take Bite of the Dead.
Oh, there.
Oh my god!
I only rolled a 10 that time, and this one's up against your vitality. What's your vitality?
12.
Nice.
Fantastic.
God.
Despite the fact that this thing literally has you in its clutches, it somehow misses the Bite of the Dead. And
I
you
just
manage.
think it's awful, and it hits the wood, and it's just like.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, the teeth hit the wood, and it goes dunk. Just like just like the most like comical thud noise against the wood. No damage is taken, and that is its turn.
Oh, fuck.
Tila is stunned. Blue is not. What's the dealio?
So Blue, being a wolf and used to fighting with Tila, goes, since she's not giving any info, he runs up and goes to bite the shins.
Fantastic. Roll to hit.
All
We're
right.
gonna need a memes channel after this, by the way, Mel.
Do I not have a meme channel?
Not, at least not in the bind.
Oh, dang. Incredible. I love that meme. That's incredible. He
We both rolled an 8. I had to. I'm sorry. I paid attention. I promise, but that would not leave my head. I had to do it.
Oh boy. All right.
So a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. What's the damage?
The damage is 8.
With their 9 defense, they take 1 piercing damage.
Darn.
Any other movement and or actions?
Blue, so he goes in, he bites the shin, goes, yeah, hard. You know, and expects Tila to attack as well. And when she does it, he goes, yeah, and then runs off, and then runs over here.
All right.
I love Blue so fucking much.
This creature, having been attacked by you and still being within 5 squares line of sight, you are now locked on. The eyes have turned red.
Oh no.
And now that you guys know what locked on does, I get to have fun. But that is that everything for Blue and Tila?
I think Blue has one more square move, and so after seeing that locked on in the eyes, Blue goes,
You're still within range, but
yeah.
fair enough. All right, that's I'm assuming that's it.
Yeah,
So we're
that's
gonna
it.
move down to this guy down here. He
Fire.
Plus 2 points damage from fire.
2 points of damage to fire. He's not great. He's not having a good time. Dare I say, Sans had said he was gonna have a bad time, and he did. And he moves to there. The first diagonal is regular movement.
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
so he is on the grass. The first Redead to actually reach the grass, and he's here. But he cannot reach anybody.
Hey, buddy.
And this is... No, never mind. I might come to regret that. But anyway, Deku, you're up. You are grappled. Your speed is 0. and you have disadvantage on attacks. You can attempt to de-grapple yourself. That will take your full action pool for this turn to de-grapple yourself, or you can make an attack at disadvantage.
Essentially, this creature has grabbed my head like a coconut.
No, it's like it is a full, you know how the Red-Deads hug Link in Ocarina of Time? That's you right now. You are fully hugged.
Oh, I'm hugged. Okay, well, that's fair too. I'm just gonna get angry and have the Brainbowl Walls in a flavored whip, use the raised whip, and just try to jab a vine in its empty eye socket.
Ooh.
Or jaw, something in the face.
Grotesque. This is a spell?
Yes.
Or a technique? Okay, cool. So that means...
I have to take your concentration. I have to take your concentration.
Okay, so you are still rolling at disadvantage then. Okay, go ahead.
Since I am stunned, I'm gonna quickly BRB. Since I'm still stunned for this round, so I'm gonna BRB really fast.
Yep.
Go for it. Okay, so it seems like it will hit, but the if it
what was the total?
I gotta this is my willpower. So, yeah, 11.
On disadvantage?
Nope, my bad.
I was about to say, I'm like, God damn.
Advantage. Because the other one was a blind flip for. Wait, we are still doing the. Yes, because I was doing 2d6.
It's a 2d6 plus your willpower. And
yes, so the lowest was.
You're gonna roll 4d6 essentially, and take the lowest of those 4.
Okay. For. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me just roll the 4d6 then, and then we'll 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 6.
That's still enough. This thing has a concentration of 3, so you hit it. This does not break the grapple, but it does do damage. So what's the damage?
The damage is dark. It will be off balance, and it's a total of 11.
Total of 11. That's 2 damage reduced by its armor class. It's down that much. It's off balance, but it is hugging on to you currently. So
it's fine. I'm upset, but also I'm a very tiny creature. At this point, I don't usually maybe a slight wiggle, but I'm not gonna try getting out at the moment. Well, I mean, I guess unless I can do it as a bonus action, since I already did my action.
If you have a bonus action, you didn't try to break free, but you can't try to break free as a bonus action, but you can try doing a known bonus action you have.
I don't have anything else, so that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so then that's your turn. Rurin is stunned. Dorn is stunned. Yay! I get to have fun here. This guy's gonna move 1, and then he doesn't have enough movement speed for 2 diagonal, so he's gonna go to here. He's out of piercing screeches, which means he can't do anything else. Moving on, next guy. That's this guy here on Deku. So he's gonna go ahead and attempt to make a Bite of the Dead again.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 12 hit your defense?
Is it vitality or?
It's. I think it says it's up against vitality.
Okay, then yeah, it hits. My vitality is 12.
All right, fantastic. So that is 18 damage.
Jesus fuck. Okay, even when
it's reduced by your defense. So whatever your defense is.
14. That is still almost double my max health.
Wait, really?
Yeah, my max health is 8. I am a coconut, but I am a tiny, weak little coconut. I am crushed.
You're not dead, but you are downed.
I'm very unconscious, whatever that may be.
Yeah, I think it works pretty much the same as 5e, where you're now on death saving throws. And people
It depends on how you want to play it.
I mean, is there actually something in the system for how dying works? Because I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna just like kill you guys. So what happens when you go down in this system?
In this system, it's nice. It says that you do not die. You are just taken out of the battle unless there is a narrative reason. That's literally the rules is written. But obviously, you're God, so you get to make up whatever you.
I'm gonna rule that like, all right, so we're downed. There's two ways that it works. A teammate can, like, if they can get to you, they can spend an action to get you up, like, to 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Or if you have a party healer like Ruin, they can use a healing spell to get you up at however many hit points the healing spell will do. But for now, you are no longer grappled as it thinks you're dead. You drop to the ground unconscious. You are no longer
is dead in the bush.
You're not dead. The Redead lets you go. It's no longer locked onto you because obviously you're not a target anymore, and it's going to use its movement to come to here to follow its buddy, but that's it for that. Blue and Tila, let me just double check here. So
Tila was stunned.
I'm also gonna rush to the
not, if I'm correct.
Yeah, no problem.
but that was last round, so I should be okay.
That is a good point. The way that I worked it is that it was you were stunned through next round, essentially. So technically, you would be stunned this round. Or Tila would still be stunned this round.
Wait, no,
it's a bit of
that's losing 2 turns.
I lost 2 turns.
I'm trying to remember the way I phrased it. Is it just? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna roll that it's just 1 turn is lost, so you should be back to movement here.
Okay.
I think.
Alive.
The die will decide.
Okay, so
yeah, you're back to Tila and Blue. So what's the game plan? You got this guy here. He's locked on to you.
Okay.
And he's also careening towards you.
Yeah.
Your ally is down on the ground in the brambles, technically. Actually, so when you go down, does bound magic fall?
Let me do some looking up. You continue, and I'll get back to you.
For now, Blue and Tila, you're 10 feet away from the Redead that's locked onto you. You have your full action, full movement, full bonus actions. So what's the plan, Dan?
Okay, so Tila is going to use Dragoon Charger on this one that's locked on. So
sure.
Yeah. So basically, I'm going to charge at full speed, and then just keep going. And actually, she's going to switch to her sword first. So use the free action to switch to her sword, and then charge straight through. So it's well mounted. It's S plus run to hit to roll the strike you make.
Okay. So do you have to roll, or does this automatically hit?
I think it is a roll to hit.
Okay, so roll me that hit, please.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8, and then 9 because I've got the fairy on him too. So 9 to hit.
That beats it. What's damage?
Oh, I forgot the accuracy of the sword. Anyways, it still beats it. No, it doesn't matter. So I want a bit of a rule here. So it's hitting with both her weapon, the sword, but it also says while mounted, you may charge through the same space of other combatants, dealing mounts damage to them. So would this be?
Okay. So that'd be your sword attack plus the mount damage. What is mount damage?
The mount damage is 8. So then
beefy. So what's the total on both of those combined?
The damage is weapon plus combat, so sword attack plus. So that's another 8.
So you're doing 16 damage?
Yes.
Holy
Nice.
That's reduced by the armor class of 9. You're doing 7 total damage. Where do you end up after an attack like that?
I have to do the full movement, the full sprint movement. So sprint is double, right?
Yes. So what's your total movement speed? 30 feet?
It's 8, so that'd be 16.
Oh, because you're moving
16
diagonally.
spaces,
So
yeah. So it's 1, 2.
8 is 40 feet. 40 feet doubled is 80 feet, but then you're moving diagonal, so divide that by 2 for every diagonal square, which is back to 40 feet. So holy shit, you're going.
So I'm just going 8 feet.
Like all the way out here.
Yeah,
You're
so I'm just
charging,
going...
hitting this motherfucker like a freight train, and then ending up all the way out like here.
Yeah, so let me see. So basically,
Good grief.
yeah.
Oh, but also for every black square, your speed is also halved.
So it's actually, so go 3 square. That would be another 4
3 squares would be 50. No, that's 5.
Yeah, and then you're trying to do this on a diagonal.
It's 25. You have, after that, you have 15 more feet, which means you go 3 squares into the black, which would put you either here or here.
I'm just gonna say there, because then blue and Tila are also off balance.
That move is insanity.
Yeah, but now I'm off balance. Both of them.
But you're off balance. I mean, that's not a concern in the slightest because nothing's near you, but holy crap. Wow, well, a good move. Anything else?
No, they're both kind of like just both charging for it, boom, boom, and now they're like, stop it.
All right, that's incredible.
This Akira slide on a wolf.
Akira slide on the wolf.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. This Redead, Deku is down, so they're not gonna lock onto that. They're not gonna move towards them, so they're gonna go towards Thorn. Oh.
The wall is down.
The wall. Oh yes, the entire wall is down. Good. Thank you for clarifying. So we're gonna go ahead, delete that obstacle from the entirety of the battle map.
That was about a bajillion pages to try to look and find that.
We're gonna go ahead and move this guy up to here. We're gonna attempt to attack Dorn. That's a shit roll. 7.
No.
All right, swing and a miss. They can. He can do nothing more. Actually, you know what? Is this a dick move?
Yeah, if I'm paralyzed, you can have advantage on it.
Me.
Like the time would be right to use the piercing screech, the one that this guy has, but I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice.
Nice DM.
Deku is down. Rurin, I think you're finally free. I think you're finally free.
Be finally free.
You're finally free. What's the game plan?
Okay. Dorn's injured.
Dorn's injured.
Down.
Deku's down.
And my healing spells are not that strong yet.
I think anything's better than dead.
I was gonna say,
Personally.
even if you had like the super,
Willpower.
like, even if you had like a super heal, I only have 8 hit points total. So, like,
So I'm looking at my Mifa's Grace. It says up to willpower times 4. It's a bind spell. By up to 4, what does that mean exactly again?
I'm assuming 4 times the willpower.
So I've only got 5 willpower.
So that'd be 20 hit points, which is overkill since they only have 8 hit points to heal.
It's up to willpower times 4 bind. Self or melee. Target hits 0, regains health equal to bound magic divided by 4.
Oh gosh. Okay, so then five.
So,
It would just be, if you use the full 4 time. Oh god, that's confusing.
that's why I'm like, what exactly? How do this work?
So you can do. So from what I'm understanding of this, the way that the spell is worded, you can use your willpower times 4. Like you can, on a single use of this spell, you use 4 MP, and each MP does 4 or it equals 1 willpower. So like you could spend 4 MP, and that would do 20 total healing.
Yes.
But
Correct.
also, if you're healing someone else, then you're dividing by 4, which would negate the 4. Like,
No, granted,
so essentially, if you use all 4 MP on Deku, I think it would technically only
Well,
do.
it's self or melee. I
healing,
would have
right?
to get to. I would have to get to Deku is the thing.
Right, of course. But I'm saying,
Right.
like, if I'm doing the math correctly, it would only do 5 healing to Deku.
My friend.
I
don't
don't think I'm gonna be able to
I have
get
a thing.
to.
Oh, we have rulings. Let's see what's.
I have a thing.
Okay.
I'm reading
okay.
the spell right now, and it has a caveat at the bottom that this spell cannot be cast on somebody at 0 health.
Oh no!
So, okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my plan was to pop to Dorn, touch Dorn, use Mifa's Grace, and then fucking book it. I do not want to be around those for deads.
I'm unconscious. I don't care. I'm probably
Yeah.
getting a well-needed nap.
Gonna perma die, but if you never get them up for the rest of the round, you just are down a player. So
I
Which-
eventually will revive at some point.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to come over to Dorn. I'm gonna put my hand on Dorn's shoulder, use Mifa's Grace,
Mhm.
and then movement. We said it's just 5 movement. The first diagonal, next diagonal it's double, right?
Yes.
yes,
Correct.
It basically
So
goes 1 2
5,
1 2 1 2.
10, 15, 20.
this game
Right,
keeps
I
my
wanna
brain
see.
from getting
30.
dementia with all the arithmetic we have to do.
Okay. There we
Don't
go.
understand why they did the diagonals like this.
Yeah, I know.
I'm ending my turn
Nothing.
here.
And it's very confusing.
Okay. So Dorn, that's everything you're doing, Ruin?
Yes, and Dorn
Okay.
now has basically a revive if she gets down.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of
And they're
like
healed. They're fully healed currently as well.
And that's.
Or does Mifa's Grace not do
It doesn't
healing?
say.
it doesn't
all
heal.
it
If I get
says-
knocked down, I get popped back up.
Okay, cool. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So then that's
My healing spell only would have done 2 points of healing, so I was like,
you're-
I think Mifa's Grace is a
Yeah.
little better.
yeah, when
Ruin-
you get like a little
was.
bit extra too, because the first time you get knocked down to 1 HP, because you're a Hylian, you don't actually go down. Or the first time you get knocked unconscious, you don't go down. So you've got like 2
Damn.
bases.
Yeah, I have the orc
Well,
thing.
okay then.
Hylians are Zelda orcs.
Yeah.
It just occurred to me that I drew Dorn incorrectly because they're Hylian, so they should have elf ears. But we're gonna move on. Anyway, Dorn, it's your turn.
All right. Fuck it. It's time to pull out the big guns.
It's time to duel.
Yes.
So we're going to use jump attack on
Nice.
our good friend in front of us.
Redead number 3.
Redead number 3. It just hits because of the technique, so it just
I love
succeeds.
that. What's the damage?
So I should just write these down because that would be smart if I just wrote down and said I keep going back to find the things. But 14 points of damage.
Nice. So that's reduced by 9 to 5 points of damage, bringing this guy below 10 hit points. First of his kind.
Yes.
And you know what? Actually, did I remove 2 hit points in the last round? I forgot.
I don't know.
I don't recall.
I'm gonna say for shits and giggles, I forgot. So he's actually even lower than I thought.
Yeah.
Very, very low. What's next, Dorn?
Fuck it. I'll spend a little bit more stamina. I'm going to move first.
Sure.
I don't want to be next to my good friend, the Rita.
Of course. They're a little stinky.
Yeah, we're gonna go over here next to Ruin.
Nice.
And I'm just going to look over to her and we just point at the thing and just shout, "Shoot it!" And then I'm gonna use Commander's Call to. You can do a basic attack again. The creature
so
within range.
Basic attack, if I'm going from this range, I can use. Where is it? I could use
You got
my
magic.
range.
Yep,
Yeah,
that
you can
works.
use a ranged
I
magic
got the
attack,
staff.
which
However, that's only going to be if it's just a basic attack with like my rod or something for my magic. Would that just be the basic 5 damage?
yes, you still need to roll to hit, but it would whatever your basic 5 damage is, yes.
All right, and it's roll to hit is 2d6, right?
2d6 plus your attack or accuracy because this is ranged. So
Accuracy.
Doesn't actually
That's a
count
2. Would a 6 hit?
no.
I mean,
So
and a
a
5
fire
and a
and a
miss.
miss. So Ruin, having been given this blessing by Ruin, does a quick hop back and then a giant from the sky slash down. It's a nice solid cleave into its shoulder and down its torso. The skin crackling and falling down. It's not really skin anymore so much as it were pottery. Like it's really grotesque to look at, and it's not having a good time. It's really not. And then Dorn runs away to Ruin, says, "Shoot it!" Ruin, panicked, without looking, just throws the rod out, and the magic attack flies clean over its head, missing it by a mile. That was a very funny sequence of events. Dorn, anything else on your turn? Is that it?
That is all I got, Chief.
Fantastic. We are up to Redead this guy. Not super happy about what you did to them earlier, Tila, so they're gonna go that far and do nothing. Final piercing screech from the man who's too damn far away. He's gonna move to here and then do piercing screech, everybody. This is his final one. Give me those willpower saves.
16!
You succeed.
Finally!
Deku, I'm sorry to say you automatically fail.
You can just literally hear like it's essentially like a rattling of like a ping pong ball or something, just like inside my skull.
Oh my god.
There's not a whole lot there, especially because I'm unconscious. But I got one of the Deku seeds just flung around in my head.
Yeah. For Tila and Dorn, what are we at?
Neither of them succeeded.
I have a 15.
Dorn's good. Tila, what'd you say?
Tila has an 8 and Blue has a 4.
They are both stunned.
Oh no!
Yeah. Just both of them like Blue's like wincing and like, and Tila's got her hands over her ears like
If
That's
it's I learned
unfortunate.
things.
Anyway, we now get to skip over your turn because you're both stunned. Meaning we're down to this guy who's he's quite mad about what you just did, and now he's locked on. The eyes turn red. Dorn, they're coming for you,
God damn it!
and they can only move that
He's
far.
also on fire.
Remember, 2 points damage. 2 points damage, though. Remember that.
Fire. We just need to fight this guy.
You're on fire.
Oh man, good grief, guys. Okay, he's so low. He's so unbelievably low. Deku is down. Ruin, you are up. If you could successfully land an attack on this guy, he's down. I mean, depending on how much damage you do, but.
Okay, hang on. So I have 20 magic I used. 4 there. Down to 10. I'm having to math because I'm using the screenshots of my character sheet. So, another. I'm gonna do another Zola's Fireball. Which will be the 10 damage, but I mean, hey, that's one point of damage.
That's 1 point of damage. So, yeah, and that automatically hits if I'm correct. So, 2 hit points. They're not looking too hot. Dorn, you're up. You could finish this guy, or you could go for someone else.
But just remember that one's locked on to you, and lock on is scary.
Yes. I'm just going to kill it because I can't even reach the others. So, me doing something else is not productive.
What do you mean you can? Wait, hold on. What? It's only 30 feet.
I could have right reached that one. I'm
But
like
anyway,
moving this person.
You want to take out the guy? Go ahead and hit him. What? Roll to hit, or do you have a technique?
We're just going to do a normal attack for this.
All right.
Good
to know that the Deku Scrub is very weak. 8. You said 8?
No, there's more than that. I have to add stuff to it. So,
I was like, oh my gosh, are you gonna
15.
miss? All right, there it is. And the damage is?
The damage is 11.
That's the perfect amount of damage because reduced to 9, that's 2 hit points, but it only had 2 hit points left, which means it's down to 0. This motherfucker is dead. You swing your greatsword, cleave its head clean off the wooden mask, tumbling away with the rest of the crusty head of this creature that is so profoundly disgusting. The body slumps to the ground, and then both items turn to black ichor and dust before exploding into purple mist that then dissipates into nothing. He is dead. Well done.
Finally! Oh my god.
Anything else on your turn?
It took so long to be just one of them.
I'm going to move a little bit, but you can continue. I'll figure out my movement in a sec.
Sure. Up next, we got this guy going for the wolf and the kid. They were they were still locked onto you guys. So this means that they are going to make 2 attack attempts. First, they're going to make the haunted grasp.
I'm going to use my shield to deflect. Or what?
Now deflect does that reduce damage, or does that stop, or does that like stop an attack?
I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah. Let me look at which one exactly I want to do. There are, because there's parry and then there's the other one.
Oh my god, that would have helped me so much.
I'm gonna go to the cheat sheet. So basic attacks, basic reaction. So deflect is if you're hit by an attack, reduce the damage received by 50%, and then
You are so lucky because
reduce the damage. Okay, they both reduce damage.
I got a crit.
Oh!
And you have negated the crit.
Oh!
You are very, very lucky. But you are still grappled. I don't think that can stop from the effect. So you are now grappled. Your speed is reduced to 0. Second attack, bite of the dead.
And then we're gonna parry that.
Can you
Ooh,
both?
that's a
Wait,
good question. Can you parry when you're grappled?
I don't think-
wondering,
I
like,
think-
are we able to do this while stunned?
You're also stunned.
Oh.
Can you take reactions while stunned? And I think the answer is actually no.
No, you can't take reactions while stunned.
So actually, none of these reactions happened, and the crit does go through. Luckily, it's not actually that bad because the grab only does 3 damage. So what is
Tila's...
what how does a crit work again? It's the attack plus
It doubles the combat damage.
doubles the
Yeah.
combat damage. So
Well, it's a
It
roll
only takes-
of athletics. Well, is this... Wait. So in order... So basically what you're using is a technique, right?
Oh,
So the-
double weapon attack.
no, it's two
No, for the
it's two
grapple.
attacks.
Yeah,
The
okay.
grapple is just an attack
Okay.
that has an effect.
Wait, did you roll to hit then? What was your...
Yeah, I rolled to hit and I got crit. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Roll
okay.
12.
Yeah. So I rolled a crit on the attack on you, and that's the grapple. And the grapple does 3 damage plus. And I don't think these guys don't have a combat. I didn't give them a combat to add to the attack, so it is still just 3 damage. So you're taking one damage point. And you're grappled.
Yeah.
So you're lucky that I critted on the absolute wrong move, because if I had critted on the bite of death, you would have been in far more trouble. But since
Right.
this one doesn't actually have anything, So going on to not as good. Does a 12 meet your vitality?
Let's see. My vitality is
It's a
13.
dirty
so no.
12. No, okay, yeah, so you don't get Bite of the Dead. You're very lucky. You are still grappled. You took that 1 hit point of damage, but that's it. Wow, really, really lucky that the crit was on the wrong move.
Yeah. Okay.
Very lucky.
All right, next up, we got this guy, the most undamaged, I think, of all of them currently. He's going to shuffle. And you killed the one that had the last piercing scream. So you guys will no longer be stunned during this combat. They are all out of charges or have died. Tila and Blue, you guys were stunned and grappled, so I'm just gonna skip your turn. Sorry. Deku is down. Back to the top of the round, Ruin.
Okay, oh god, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm
It's really
starting from a little low on magic. I've only got so many fireballs left, that's the problem. And then I'm down to just basic attacks. But I am close enough to be able to fireball that sucker right in the face.
Hell yeah. Give me that. That's
So
what?
I'm gonna fireball
How much damage is it?
this guy. That's 10. 10.
10 damage, reduced by 9 to 1. That's 1 hit point of damage. And he's, roll the
Can I shoot
ice.
a raid? Wait. No, spell's got a raid. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
Roll to hit on the effect. So I think that's it's 2d12 plus will, or is it willpower? Or is it how did we rule this earlier? The effect. Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Fuck, I don't remember.
I think it's roll to hit normal, where it's like 2d12, and then I think you're adding.
I think we added, what was it? Was it willpower?
I think it was either willpower, or is it?
Most of them are against concentration. Concentration is most of the spell effects. What you roll for.
Yeah, but what are we? Does it add anything to it, or is it just a straight roll to hit with just 2d6?
So what happens is it just automatically hits. It automatically does damage. To determine if they catch on fire, we roll. So we're going to roll here. Sunny's going to roll the 2d6 and add willpower to it. And then if it beats the target's concentration score, the effect happens.
All right, cool. So go ahead, roll me those 2d6. I actually physically don't think it's possible for you to fail this because of how low the concentration is, but just go ahead, roll me those die.
Got a 10 altogether. I got 2 and a 3 for my die, then a 5 for my willpower.
He is on fire. He will take 2 points of damage at the start of his turn. Anything else for your turn, Rurin?
No, I'm good where I am because I'm far enough away. He'll have to actually do some decent traveling to try and get to me.
All right, moving on.
If he locks onto me.
No, he's not going to lock onto you. You're not close enough. You need to be within 5. Combat squares. Doran, you're up. What's up?
I'm debating about. I want to go over there and get those. Yeah, but I don't know how effective that would be, and I'm going to get bodied from both sides.
To be fair, if you go down, you do have an auto res. How much does that restore your full health points, Mipha's Grace?
I don't think so. It depends on the cast level. Essentially, like how many.
I get the max on that, so it's regains health equal to bound magic divided by 4. And I did the max for up to willpower times 4, so.
All right. So, what's the plan, Dan?
God. I think I just have to take out this one that's closest to me.
Hell yeah. You are now within melee range.
If I go up to fight the other one, this one's just going to chase behind me, and then I'm gonna get stuck between the two of them in the darkness.
And then they have that +2 to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need
under specific circumstances. Anyway.
Yes, I don't need to be double teamed. By 3 dead.
The amount of stress I felt with that double team almost happening.
It was fine. I knew it was fine.
You stressed me out so bad.
Make it double to protect the world from devastation.
It was fine.
It was stress. Oh god, don't close out roll 20. Jesus.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna do a jump attack again.
Hell yeah. Jump on that bitch.
So
auto hits, what's the damage?
14.
14, that is 5 damage with the armor class reduction, which means you've taken him down by 5. He is low, very low. If you have a second technique to use this round, you could potentially fuck him up.
Ooh.
But actually, I don't think you physically have enough attack points in any of your attacks to take him down fully. But you're getting pretty damn close.
Yes, I'm going to back away now. I'm going to move.
Where are you going?
1, 2, 3.
All right, you are still within range though, which means they are going to lock onto you.
No, that's fine. He can follow me around. I don't care.
I mean, yeah, they're not going to get close enough to attack you, but you are locked on. Is that your turn?
That is my turn for now. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right, another bite of the dead on this guy here. Does a 15 hit your armor class? Tila and Blue.
Yes.
Okay. So you're currently riding Blue. I'm gonna say that the Redead's going for Tila, but I don't know. Like, this is kind of the mounting system is a little odd. But like I think I can only attack one entity at a time, even if you're mounted on the horse. So I'm gonna I'm gonna say that the Redead's going for Tila, so that is 18 damage.
Oh,
Small interrupt. Zuki sent a posture check, hydrate for everybody. So posture check and hydrate, guys.
You're no longer stunned, but you are still grappled, which means you cannot take the parry action on that. So just subtract your normal defense against that attack. You shouldn't be downed, if I'm correct.
Wait, I can't take a parry action?
Right, we determined this last.
No, I couldn't take it. Yeah, no, I'm distracted.
Because you're stunned, so you could take the parry action this round.
I'm going to take that parry action.
What does the parry action do, or how it reduces by half?
Yes, it reduces by half.
All right, cool. So that's 9 damage.
And
9 that's 9 damage subtracted by your armor class as well. So
yeah, so that's I have a 4 with my armor, so
that's 5 damage.
That's 5 damage.
Pretty good. But that's it for
6
turn. And this Redead locked on to Dorn, gonna beeline it for him. 2 squares. I wish I gave these guys more movement, but this is technically lore accurate that they can literally barely move an inch per second.
Yep.
Teal and blue.
So effective.
No longer stunned, but grappled. You can take a whole action to de-grapple, or you can attack, but your attack is at disadvantage.
Grapple is you grapple the target until the end of your next turn, so you can repeat the grapple check at the so with the grapple effect is you're grappled until the end of your next turn. You grapple the target until the end of your next turn. So is the Redead going to repeat the trait check?
I guess I had it more as just like an effect. But I suppose if it's fair, if we're going off the basis that the game requires that you redo a check for each grapple every round, then because none of you have been grappled for more than 1 round. I suppose, I guess it would only be fair for me to redo the check to grapple. Would that then be a roll to hit?
It says roll agility and athletics versus vitality.
Okay, agility. They don't have a whole lot. Now, is that the 2d6 or is that a d20?
All it says is roll agility and athletics versus vitality. So
I would say it's probably the d6s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everything that's against like your vitality and concentration, like those are low numbers.
14?
Just barely makes it, yes.
Okay, so you are still grappled, which means your attacks would be at disadvantage, and you would have to use your whole action pool, not your movement, but your whole action pool to de-grapple on this turn.
Yeah, I want to de-grapple. Ow!
You're gonna de-grapple? Cool. So you have to that is that's a check actually. So that's a fortitude check, I think. Either that or a combat. It's a d20 plus either the fortitude or the combat. I'm pretty sure it's fortitude, but if somebody can make a sufficient argument for why it'd be combat instead, by all means.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the same number either way.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead. DC is 14.
Dirty 20.
Oh yeah, you're good.
All right,
You're no longer grappled, and you still have your full movement. So if you wanted to run the fuck away, run the fuck away.
So Tila just takes one of her tiny little boots and just kicks this thing off and goes go. And the pair runs. So that's
you're in the black, so half movement.
Yeah, so that's
that's 10.
Yeah.
And it'd be another 10 to get back onto the grass patch.
Yeah. So
that's 20.
So 20, and I've got 8. Blue can move 8 spaces.
You couldn't attempt to res them this round, like help them up this round, but you could be next to them.
Yeah.
My plan was funny enough going towards them to go ahead and get them up as well. Since right now Ruin's not the one focused on by the
So I guess we're gonna stop at being over here.
Cool.
Maybe.
Is that everything for your turn?
Can I try to res it, or do I have to wait? You said until my next turn to try and get.
That is it is an action. So
okay.
So we're gonna go ahead, skip past Deku. I am so sorry, Echo, that you've been down for so long.
Don't worry. I've been getting to like look through a bunch of the stuff that I can do and can't do, and so it's not like I've been totally bored. I get to listen, but it is kind of funny to see you like I'm just vibing.
Taking a nice long nap. All right, Ruin, you're up. What's the plan, Dan?
Because I only have enough magic for either one more Mifa's Grace or another Fireball. I am basically out of my magic at the moment. I'm going to move 1, 2.
Oh, I forgot. This guy is on fire. I need to subtract 2 from his health.
Then from me to this guy, I'm going to do one more Mifa, or one more Zola's Fireball, which will make I no longer have magic to use. So heads up. No more spells for the fishy till after battle. So 10 damage to him, which will reduce down to 1, and then let's see if this one also catches on fire.
Catch on fire.
Catch on fire.
It's not hard. You have to beat his concentration, so
8.
yeah, that's more than enough. He's on fire now.
Yeah.
The start of every turn, he will burn.
I rolled a 2 and a 1, and it's like.
Literally, that was all you needed because the concentration is 3. I think with your
Okay, cool.
if I'm correct, with your modifier, it's physically impossible for you to fail that. Anyway,
Okay.
anything else on your turn?
Nope, I've used my action. I've used all my movement. I'm such I am.
Party healer has taken no damage. It's been really funny to watch as I think because Ruin's got full health, right?
Yeah.
That's really funny. All right, Dorn.
Ruin's at full health. She's been sprinting all over this field.
This guy is so low. So low. But it's up to you.
All right, he's about to get lower.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
We're using a technique or using this sword?
I am out of technique.
R.I.P.
We've used everything.
All right, normal attacks it is. Roll to hit, please.
17 to hit.
That's more than enough. What's the damage?
On this one is 11.
All right, so that's 2 damage, bringing this guy down to an amount. Not enough to kill him, but very close. However, are you moving?
Yes, I'm moving away from him.
All right.
3, 4, 5. All right, done.
Always just out of range, sadly enough for me. They are still locked onto you, so they're not going to be smart enough to... this guy's first. He is no longer technically locked on to Tila and Blue, but they are just the closest combatant, so they're going to head that way anyway. And that's as far as they get.
The fire damage.
And the fire damage.
Everybody's fire.
Fire.
I'm at least useful for something right now.
This guy is locked on to Dorn, so he's not going to be smart enough to veer off to any other combatants, and they're going to give you a nice mighty chase, which goes all of 2 squares. Tila and Blue, what's the dealio? What's the plan?
We gotta get the Deku scrub up, right?
Okay, yeah. It's an action. There's no check, but it does just take your main action for your turn to do that.
All right, Blue's just going to turn, look down at that Deku scrub, and just lick right along that face.
No!
Yes!
The poor Deku scrub being awoken to a slobbering kiss from the big dog.
I mean, honestly, as a made out of sticks, be scarier to wake up in a dog's mouth.
Yeah, probably. Ooh.
All right. Well.
Oh my god.
All right. Yeah. Is that then? That's any bonus actions or movement?
This thing's chasing me, right? So I'm just gonna.
I mean, it's going to the nearest combatant, and now that the two of you are standing side by side, it's a toss up on who it goes for first.
I can't really take another hit though. Can we grab the Deku scrub and try to get out of there?
That would technically be a check of some kind for Blue to be able to carry more than one ally. But you know what? I'll rule of cool it. We're gonna do a fortitude check for the dog.
Okay, what is Blue's fortitude?
I don't know. Does the dog actually have a fortitude modifier? If not, they can just use
3.
Tila's. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, D20 fortitude check with your modifier. The DC is 16.
I got exactly 16.
Fan-fucking-tastic. So the dog licks the Deku scrub, then you reach down, grab it by its wooden hand, drag it up onto the back of the wolf. It is now sitting behind you like a freaking motorcycle. Where are you going?
We're going. Let's see. The others are this way, so I guess we're gonna go what?
For Deku, if you could just mark it down that you have 1 hit point currently.
Yeah, 1,
I have 1.
2,
Yay!
3,
I can do that.
4, 5. We're gonna
And
go
then
over
also
here.
drag your token alongside Blue as they kidnapped you.
Oh, yes. I have been moved. Oh.
And
Wait!
You want me to set myself on top or right here?
You can put it side by side just for clarity. That makes it easier.
Cool.
Is that everything for Blue and Tila?
Yep.
All right, Deku, you're up. You're up now. You're alive. Rattling returns to your hollow coconut head. Your eyes have some light in them again. What are we doing?
No, everything hurts. I kind of just look around and I realize that there's 2.
You've been down for a while.
I have been, and I still feel fuzzy. I don't feel great. Okay. Is it safe to say that the one Re-Dead that's dead is going to stay dead?
Yes.
Okay, good. I assumed so, but I also
If they came back to life, I think it would be a TPK.
Well, didn't
They
you say
came
like
back to
vanished
life.
into the
I had to
ether?
end this session in the middle of combat, which I'm trying not to do a second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally fine. I'm more concerned than anything was just if we needed to, like, I don't know, use fire or something. You know what I mean?
No. It works.
They're all on fire anyway. They're all on fire anyway, so shh.
That is true.
It's true. It's true. Okay, awesome. Well.
Oh, I didn't do. Hold on. This guy
Fuck my
needs 2 less
brain.
health because I've been forgetting he's on fire too.
They're all on fire. Zora didn't start the fire.
The fish at fireball.
I'm gonna just.
I'm gonna be the meme of this entire
You
session.
really are.
It's because of my fire.
It's gonna be the game. You're underestimating it.
There's this audio of some guy playing like an RPG, and he's like, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, magic missile, magic missile. And that's all I'm imagining, Ruin, just like fireball, fireball, fireball.
I'm going to just. Double check that. Yeah, okay. I'll just do a Deku shot at the one that's right here.
This guy right here. All right. Roll to hit, or just this auto? Is this auto hit?
That one door where it's brain.
It actually is, I think, a technique.
So it auto hits. What's the damage?
Yeah, it is 11, I believe.
Wow. So that's 2 damage, bringing this guy down a certain amount. Anything else for your turn?
A number more than 1.
I am just going to sit here with my eyes closed and just try to will the most horrific headache away in a way that can't be, because it was made by undead teeth. But I'm going to just sit here. Mostly. Come on.
If that's the case, we're moving on to Rurin.
I am going to...
I'm not gonna lie, you could probably kill this guy.
Get
If
him.
I hit. If I hit, let me go ahead.
And if your attack doesn't kill him, then the fire damage on the beginning of his turn will.
That's good to know. I'll use my Zora Rod to go ahead and try and throw another attack at it.
Fantastic.
5. And then, because it'll be,
It's
what?
2d6 plus your combat or accuracy. And
It's technically
then
range, I think it's accuracy.
accuracy.
8 plus 2 would be
11, which is enough to hit the armor. Wait, I
Wait,
said
whoa,
11.
whoa,
I'm
wait.
wrong. I did the math wrong. But regardless, it's LOL. What's the damage on that?
My Zora Rod has an attack of 5.
All right, that's 1 hit point on this guy. He's not dead, but I guarantee you he's not going to be around much longer. Dorn, you can't possibly know that it's on death's door, but the thing is still chasing after you specifically, red in its eyes, and it's not looking hot. It's burning crispy, and he's ow. So what are you doing?
Ow.
I'm gonna hit him if I can.
Fucking hit him.
Sick him.
14.
That's enough. What's the damage?
11.
Reduced down to 2, and 2 is the exact amount of hit points he had left. He is dead.
Fucking
Dorn.
finally, we're down to 1.
Fucking final kills here.
Let's go.
Once again,
Yeah, thank God we're not doing the XP system.
you go in for a plunge attack, thrust your sword through this thing's chest, and then pull it out. Its crusted, old, mummified heart comes out on the other side of the blade and drops to the ground. All of the body parts fall to the ground. Ichor, dust, purple mist, and then it is no more. You guys are down to 1 redead who is far as fuck away from you and not looking too hot either. Dorn, do you have anything else on your turn?
That is it for right now. I'm gonna move, but that's it.
All right, go ahead, take your movement. I'm just gonna move on to his turn.
Yep.
And the already worse for wear guy is taking 2 points of damage at the beginning of his fucking turn. Ow.
I love
cannot
my
believe this.
fireball spell.
I cannot believe this.
A fantastic choice.
And he's gonna move 2 squares to here. No, sorry, he'd have to go. Yeah, no, I did it right. 5, 10. He's going for Rurin, who's the closest, but physically can't reach them. Doesn't have a screech. Doesn't have anything else. You know, I have 1 more attack left. I need everybody to make me a fortitude check.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Fortitude. What is my fucking fortitude? Oh, God, my fortitude multiplier. Shit.
Oh no.
13.
Do we have crit fails in this game?
Crit fail? No, I mean, just I'm not gonna rule that you get crit fails, so it's just gonna be a normal failure.
Okay.
So 13, that's not enough.
I didn't think about moving on my turn.
19.
I didn't even think of moving. Oh.
So Doran succeeded, Ruin failed. I'm assuming Tila, you failed.
Tila
Echo.
failed. And Blue got 21.
Yeah, Blue's fine.
I got a dirty 20.
30-20, you're good. So Rurin and Tila are both taking 10 points of damage as this thing lets out a screech shockwave, which is not a stun, but a damaging screech. Your ears begin to bleed with how loud this horrifying screech is. Make sure to subtract your remember to subtract your defense from the damage you're taking.
Oh wait, that's right, defense.
Yeah.
Is that doing 10 damage?
10 damage.
Okay, so actually that's 6. Okay.
6 damage to Rurin and Tila, however much it is after the reduction.
It
But you're
been 0, but thanks to my thing of being a Kokiri, I'm down to 1. I'm not unconscious.
Oh, I almost killed you. Nice. Yeah, and that's its turn. Blue and Tila, you're up. This guy is low. Very low.
Okay.
What's the plan, Dan?
I guess Dragoon Charger again.
Oh damn. Do you have can you do that through allies, and do you have the you have the distance for it. So the question is, can you do that through allies though? Because Ruin is kinda in your way.
I'm also on the back of the I don't mind holding on, but
yeah. I can go this way, so I can go around.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's a technique, it auto hits, right?
No, not this one.
Okay, so roll to hit on this guy. And if I'm correct, the amount of damage of this is probably more than enough to fucking kill this guy.
Yeah. So it's 9.
9 to hit?
Yeah, 9 to hit.
Just hits. What's the damage?
Okay, so the damage is with the sword. It's 5 plus 5 plus 8.
Sorry, I didn't mean to drop that on you.
Which is
5 plus 8, which is 13?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. So 13 reduced by 9 takes it to
That's 4
damage.
Yeah, and then we're like double. This is a charge, so it's 1, 2.
You're like
3,
somewhere out
4.
here, I think.
Yeah. We'll go over there.
Yeah, so
now does Deku go with you?
I think so.
Oh yeah, Deku, were you still on the back of Tila?
Yeah, I had to manage to get off, so just
fucking fantastic. So Deku and Tila and Blue all the way there. All members who are on the mount are off balance, correct?
Yes.
So that would mean, Deku, for your next turn, you're off balance. I don't know what. I think that's just for if people are attacking you, right? Not for. It doesn't affect your ability to attack.
Yes, it's just people attacking us.
Yeah. So these two small woodland folk on top of this giant blue wolf do a massive charge, a move we've seen before in this combat, straight through this guy. The sword cleaves a chunk out of its torso, crumbling to the ground like stone, and the dog manages to bite its ankle, bringing it to its knee. It's not actually like prone or like unable to move, but it's just flavor text. But man, he's at 1 fucking hit point. So Deku, if you can hit him, you can kill him.
Revenge.
You bring this
Get the
fucking
revenge!
on.
Get your revenge!
If I had teeth to bite, I would go up and bite it. I do not. So instead, I'm just going to
Just bonk it to death.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait.
Can you beat
I'm
it in the
assuming I
head?
can
Can you
get
beat it in the head with the Deku Nut?
I could. You know what? I'll just stay on the back of the dog. So I guess technically here, and I will just shoot it with the Deku shot. I have enough. No, I don't. I lied. I will not do that. I don't have enough stamina. So I will. I will. Oh, yeah, that uses that. Fall down. I am out of everything. Does a regular attack take stamina?
Nope.
No.
Okay, cool. Then yes, I will just walk up and I will.
Now you're on the same tile as blue technically, but so just for clarity's sake, to move from there to the green would be half speed, which means that's 10 feet there, and then you'd to get into melee range. Okay, you do have enough movement. I just want to make sure. Yeah.
I think
all right. Roll that to hit.
Come on.
Perfect.
If you hit him, you kill him.
2d6. Plus my stuff, which is. I'm just hitting it with the staff. So is it accuracy or is it?
I think it's combat. If it's melee, it's combat. So.
Okay, cool. Then 7 to hit.
You just miss.
Just with it. But
that is really unfortunate. But
I'm
yeah.
also gonna then just kind of like slowly tilt over and like lean on my staff real heavy. I'm clearly not
hit point. And if this guy had a reaction or anything, that'd be cool. But I didn't give them reactions. So, is that everything for your turn?
Yes.
All right.
I have nothing left in the tank. It got bit out of me.
Hello, Rurin, please kill this guy.
I'm gonna use my zora again.
All right.
So, 8 to hit.
It doesn't hit.
Damn it!
Guys, please. Is that it for your turn?
I'm also going to move a couple spaces. So even though I have a feeling it's probably more going to go after Deku, I was way too close to it for my taste, and I keep forgetting I can move.
All right. Dorn, I'm begging you,
Dorn,
please kill this thing.
Come on.
You don't even have to do the damage, you just have to hit it.
This should hit.
I mean, no matter what,
11.
its next turn, it's gonna
11 to
die
hit.
because it's got fire damage.
Yes!
Dorn, how do you finish this fight?
I'm just going to do like a huge overhand swing with the greatsword into it, and it just goes like maybe like a centimeter from the front of Deku's face, like a monster, as it's like stopped right in front of them.
I'm so
Bam.
tired.
Poor
You see a look of
Deku.
surprise, but that's about it. Otherwise, I'm just kind of like, ah.
And with that, combat is over. Everybody give yourselves a hand. That's a trip. That was 3 hours of combat. 3 straight hours.
Oh my god!
Oh, we did it.
And I'm just gonna wrap, this is where our session ends, but I'm gonna wrap up with a bit of exposition. As these creatures fall, the ominous presence in this realm of dreams begins to fade, and suddenly your bodies begin to fade. Like from existence, they seem to just cease existing as you guys are beginning to wake up in the real world, and thus it is that you guys are no longer to maintain your forms, and you guys all in the real world, you all wake up in the same town, Outset Town, on the southern end of Hyrule Field. Where you guys wake up will be established next session. but that's where we're gonna end.
Damn it.
That was incredible. Thank you guys so much. That was awesome. Oh my gosh, that was
Thank you for being our
incredible.
DM for this, because holy crap.
I know, right?
I'm-
Thank you.
It was a way better balanced
definitely-
encounter this time around.
It felt more balanced for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was also really fun to use those abilities, the piercing screeches, the grapple, the bite of the dead. There was a part of me that at one point wrote it out that the bite of dead attacked 3 times, but then I was like, no, that would just actually kill whoever. That would just fully kill whoever I use that on.
100%.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure.
I used an arrow, but did I actually use that arrow, or do I still have
That will be
fire?
established in the next session.
Okay.
All right,
Oh.
we'll find out.
God damn, I can't put that there. Okay.
Does the dream world affect
Oh my
real life
God.
in more ways than one? Is the true question. But
I legitimately thought I was about to die. Like, I forgot about the defense.
did you take any damage?
Yes, I did. I took damage at the end there.
Piercing
That scream.
that one was one that I was like, I'm not gonna use this unless the encounter's going a little too easy. And it never felt like the encounter was going too easy, but when you got down to the last re-dead, I was like, okay, one party member has taken literally no damage. I need to correct this.
If it hadn't been for the fact that I have a defense of 4 and that took 4 points off of that damage, I would have been under half health.
Incredible. Absolutely amazing. Well, with that being said, unless you guys want to have a bit of a post session discussion on stream, I think some people are either looking to end or move on.
I guess
I've
Depending.
got to go figure out what dinner's.
the only question
gonna
that I
be-
have is how many tokens did we get, or if we got any?
Yeah. Token awards.
Yeah,
So
I don't
you
know
guys
now.
are getting a total of 4 tokens from this experience. Well done.
All right.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm at 12 right now that I still have to use now. 'Cause I didn't
Yeah,
use the 8 from last
you need to
session.
get some more attack spells, honestly. But
I need more magic.
LOL.
Is what I need. I used Fireball so many fucking times.
That is true. You did use Fireball like 3 times. You did it once
I
per
did
weekend, which is insane.
one quote unquote. I did one quote unquote healing spell that ended up not even actually being needed.
That's true.
Well,
And then it was
that's
just fireball, 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 fireball.
Fireball.
Very good
Fireball.
instinct.
You
just
get
like-
a fireball.
especially
You get a fireball.
how it's going.
Everybody gets fireballs.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least
It was
I got good tick damage.
Yeah, no.
At
Yeah,
least I could
no,
do
that
damage
was-
that way.
was so necessary. They definitely carried you guys in that fight.
100%.
Yeah, but
the tick damage is what
Yeah.
what did it in the end, which I mean, if you ever met anybody with Lyme's disease, they can agree with that.
but once again, I'm just gonna
The boom
plug
is a properly
the-
done joke.
plug the Re-Rolling
Aye.
Fiction official YouTube. I will be editing this VOD down for a more cinematic experience, which will become part of a playlist as this campaign continues over on that YouTube channel. This is a long time production of mine that I'm going to be putting a lot of effort into, so I'm really excited to share this all with you. Thank you all for being here because that was super entertaining.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
I'm very
of course.
excited. And I think the
And
VOD
again,
will
no,
be
thank
like
you.
the edited version will be good
Yes.
because
yes.
it will definitely lose at least an hour of us just figuring out what the hell the rules are.
I mean,
I want to just say thank you for being the DM for this, Mel. Like,
Yes,
I know I
thank
gave
you,
you the idea.
yes.
That's like, hey, what if idea? But you took it and you ran with it. And I am so over the moon. You don't understand.
you guys
Very
need something to look forward to each month. That is a fact. So,
Aw.
super grateful to you guys for sure. Gosh, I'm sweating. My apartment is very warm right now. But yeah, I'm gonna let you go. Disperse and be free, and I will see you in the Discord for when we discuss next scheduling, or if you need help with feats and stuff with your character sheets and all that jazz. But I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream. Oh, that's a good question. Do you guys want to do like a big group raid, or are we just gonna?
I mean, I would just raid Sato X Fate because I usually raid him if he's live and nobody else that. Like, I can't raid you and I can't raid spells. So.
I mean, yeah, we can go there.
That works for me.
We raid each other constantly.
I actually raided them at one point. That literally. Okay, yeah, I did have.
Yeah, can you give us the name? Like, type it in the chat.
Sure, I will.
SA. So Sam Alpha, David Oscar, X-Ray, F Frank, A T Tom E.
Somebody's.
Sorry, I went full work mode there.
Yeah, no, copy pasta,
so
please.
Funny.
Please. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but we're gonna go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you for yeah. So, everybody, make sure to take care of yourselves. Do all the classics. Shit, shower, shave. You know the drill by now. And I will see you all again on Tuesday for whatever the fuck I stream Tuesday.
Bye, guys.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Yes, bye.
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 Fuck, I had to press the button.
All right, I'm going to get this set up in one moment, please. I'll see everyone. Thank you all so much for coming. Bye.